Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good afternoon, and welcome to a bit of Fallout New Vegas, A Tale of Two Wastelands, where today we're going to be dealing with the powder gangers, or what remains of them. Oh, I know why. I was walking slowly. Got my buff out. Oh, caps lock was the button. You know, the one I pressed multiple times and still doesn't work. I can't make any excuses. Right, so we're going to go down to Vault 19. Might be an idea to also perhaps wear. Let's see if this is going to work, because hopefully we can still do the quest. Do I have any powder ganger gear? Right, let's see how this goes anyway, because I know they don't really have women in the prison, so let's find out. There's friendlies behind the door. No, are there? No, that's okay, gun. Let's see how this goes, shall we? But yeah, so the powder gangers, some of them fled. Once they got their freedom from the NCRCF, the New California Republic Correctional Facility, they decided that they were going to venture out into the great wide world. And here's the thing. Is this the lady?
You're not one of us. What do you want?
What's going on around here?
Fucking Cook has us trapped here.
Cook, that's the
After
lady.
we escaped from an NCR prison, he dragged us around the wasteland until we ended up in this shithole. A group of us want to leave, go back to the NCR and surrender, but Cook won't let us. Cook organized the breakout, but he's just an overambitious prick who's gonna get us all killed.
Just excuse me 1 second. I just want to shut a few things down just to help the performance of the game. So that'll do. So I really just want this and New Vegas running. So, why were you in prison?
I made my living sneaking into NCR camps looking for shit to steal. I got sloppy, and then I got caught.
How did you get out?
Made it out during Cook's big prison break, like the rest of the guys here. Samuel Cook.
Oh yeah. So the prison break.
I can be pretty sneaky when I need to be, and the prison guards were a joke. So, when Cook told me his plan, I spread the info to anyone that might be useful.
Let's talk about something else.
Alright? What do you want to know?
Okay, who are you?
I'm a nobody. Just a survivor. Things were well enough until the NCR threw me behind bars.
Good work.
If you can find a way to cut off access to the sulfur in the caves below the vault, I've got some caps waiting for you.
Why can't you do it?
I have to watch Cook. I wouldn't put it past him to just start killing the opposition, starting with me.
Why do you want to steal off the sulfur?
Cook is planning to use the sulfur to make bigger explosives. Will you check out the caves and see if there's anything you can do? Without access to the sulfur, he'll lose what influence he has left with the men here.
Yes!
Take his key card. I tried hacking the locking mechanisms on the doors, but it seems the only way in is with one of these. Later.
Why can't we be friends? Okie dokie. So, this is the remainder of the powder gangers in the Mojave. Fake medical records. Paranoia must be introduced through non-violent and non-chemical means in order for the experiment to be considered a success. A group of technicians have been assigned to run the reactor. They are currently researching methods to improve the reactor efficiently. The reactor floor is fully staffed and completely self-sustained, and the access between the vault proper and the reactor level is through the elevator hidden under the desk in this room. Currently the password to open this is Hyacinth. Please change this password. I has not been informed of the research being taken on. Okay. You're at the arcade?
You better be sleeping with one eye open.
So these aren't technically powder gangers because they're escaped convicts. Not a major difference as such, but in terms of like how your uniform is going to help you, it might actually help you.
I'd right now if I could.
Why are you even talking?
So yeah, let's just look around.
You better be sleeping with one eye open. The NCR's all over Prim. Steer clear.
So, okay, if they want to surrender to the NCR, that's fine. It means more work for the NCR, and it means that the Wasteland is safer for independence. So that might be one of the reasons why I go along with their little plan. Because I tried this once, like, I just walked in here and oh, all of a sudden everyone's hostile. So, great. Okay. It seems to be patient logs. Let's have a read or a listen. I hope they're audio, because I like the audio logs. Oh, never mind. Patient 6585645. Male 34. Patient brought in by the police. This is the 9th occurrence of such, and we are now seeking extended residence for the patients within our facility. Patient 1687865. Male 31. The patient often misinterprets others' actions as hostile. He perceives friendly interactions with nurses as patronizing. We've also noticed that the longer other patients remain in contact with this one, the more readily they are to act aggressively towards him, due to his defensive nature, thus reinforcing his perceived hostility. I was wondering if there's some sort of psyop going on here, but I'm not entirely sure. What's this patient's story? Patient 3905698. Male 27. Patient brought in by the police. Patient claims to be hearing voices taunting him. Patient claimed that he, at one point, believed those voices were coming from his grandfather's radio. The patient now believes that the voices are coming from within himself and he is eager for help. Patient 5498465. Patient came to us claiming to be insane. Patient claimed he would often get the feeling of being outside himself. This feeling was so intense that it would cause the patient to be off balance during episodes. Navigation through the clinic of often difficult for him to achieve without causing accidents. There was something mentioned about falsifying the medical records, so who knows if this is actually real. I'm just gonna look around a bit more, just so there's anything else. Just trying to wonder if I can find anything about this place. It might be the sulfur. Blue sector door. Don't want to go through there just yet. Red sector. Bloody hell, it's like Doom. That's Samuel Cook. You ever play Space Hulk Vengeance of the Blood Angels? I cannot find the access card! God, the voice acting that was brilliant.
Who the hell are you? I know you weren't one of the inmates.
We'll get to you, so wait up.
That coward Lim has been talking about surrendering to the NCR. Now the men are confused, not sure who's leading this gang. Fucking idiots. He was an inmate like the rest of us. He was useful during the jailbreak, but now, he's just another coward. He wants us to leave the vault and hand our asses to the NCR, as if they treat us like human beings. A beautiful thing. Saved a little blast powder here, hit a makeshift weapon there, and one day, I orchestrated a little symphony for the NCR. Heard there was an abandoned vault along this mountain ridge, and that the wildlife here had teeth big enough to keep the NCR away. It's a fucking death trap around here. Fiends swarm all over Vault 3 in the east, and there are fucking death claws south of that at Quarry Junction. If you're looking for humans, the cons are north of us, and there's an NCR base at McCarran past Vault 3. Supposedly, there are muties to the southeast. Like raiders, but worse. These guys are messed up on every damn chem there is. You can spot them by the horned skulls they wear as hats. The NCR has been mining there for a while, but now it's full of death claws. Don't go there unless you want a quick, bloody death. I've heard the muties there are different, completely insane, and supposedly they use some kind of invisibility technology. I'd stay away. It's the main base for the NCR, and a breeding ground for oppression in the name of patriotic bullshit. Do humanity a favor and blow it up. Their republic is a joke. They're a bunch of tyrants led by an even greater tyrant, that idiot Kimball. They think they have the right to annex every inch of dirt in the West and force their system on every man, woman, and child. What do you want to know? He was an inmate like the rest of us. He had his uses, but he's a coward and a troublemaker. You really don't know. I'm Samuel Cook. I was the brains behind the NCR-CF prison break. I was blowing up supply caravans along the 15 freeway. The NCR got wise to my ambush spots, picked me up and threw me in a cage. What do you want to know? Some of the computers still work, but the only files are diaries and garbage. Typical Vault. There's some fire geckos in the lower levels of the Vault. We need to get them gone so we can get to the sulfur. You go clear them out for us, and there'll be some caps for you. I have to keep an eye out on that bastard Lim. The second I turn my back, he might go crying to the NCR. So what do you say? You going to take care of those geckos? Explosives, bombs, big fucking bombs. You gonna help us or not? Great, get to it. Oh, and take this. There's some weird shit with this vault security, and some doors will only open if you have a key card.
Okay. So we've got the fire geckos to deal with, and we've got the sulfur. So we're going to shut off the sulfur. Oh, don't mind if I do have a Vault jumpsuit. Need to drop some stuff though. Rex, you can carry some stuff for me. Take my brush gun, take my Kodak, take my why do I want a machete? I'll drop that actually, because I don't really need him. I think that'll do for the time being. I'll drop the machete.
Never gets old when some...
I just realised, in order to do the first DLC, because there is an order to them, you don't have to do them in order, but it does help. You actually need like to carry less than £150. I'm like, great. So I need to find some stuff. It's from the Overseer. Greetings, residents. We regret to inform you that there's a problem with one of the water purification filters. We assure you that we are working diligently to fix the problem. However, until the filter has been fixed, please try to keep water usage limited. Report early to the clinic if you begin to feel ill in any way. Journal 138. I've been reading the bulletin boards for months now. I believe that we have a spy among us, one of the Reds pretending to be a Blue. They are using the bulletin boards to communicate. I believe they want me to see it. Oh yes, I know what this one was. There was the Red and the Blue. So some people had red, like some people were identified as red Vault Dwellers, others were blue Vault Dwellers. General 139. I noticed one of the lights flickering just past the door in the Red's hallway. I believe it's a morose code. From what I could tell, it's an SOS. Okay. So yeah, what the purpose of that was, like, segregating them in like a red and blue, I have no idea. Blue sector keycard, I'll take that. Activate tunnel. Log. Oh, hello! Log 479. I don't trust that doctor. She has bodyguards. What kind of doctor has bodyguards? I've seen the guards bringing in her meals. I don't think she ever leaves her office. There's always one posted out at night, too. I wonder if she's hiding. 480. I've been working with a friend. He tried to hack into the doc's computer, and so far we haven't had much luck. 481. It took some convincing. I finally got him to show me what he found on the doc's computer. He was right. I wouldn't like it. The patient files look like those from an asylum. The patient names are all in code, but some of them seem to fit the people around us. But they can't be us. I don't remember being insane. I think I remember something like that, but it must have been true. That explains the doctor's behaviour and the bodyguards. I don't know why I can't remember. It must be that doctor. Maybe she's drugging us. I need to get into that office. Worried too. Maybe I am insane. Maybe this isn't happening. Maybe this war never happened, and maybe I'm just trapped in my head. Worried 3. It took some doing, but a few of us got together and managed to distract the people in the clinic long enough for me to get in and do some looking around. I found restraints and enough sedatives to kill a horse. She must be using them to control us, to make us forget. We're just pawns in a sick game. Worried 4. We confronted the doctor today. She refused to give us any information and we were thrown out of the clinic. Some of us were, quite literally. We tried to talk into the overseer, but acted as if he didn't know anything about it. I don't believe him. I don't trust him. I don't trust any of them. So I wonder if it's like some sort of control thing. Like you've got controlled routes. It's like you're doing experiments with one experiment with red and another experiment with blue. Blue sector keycard again. Great terminal. Journal entry 209. I couldn't sleep a few nights ago, so I stayed up reading around 1:30 in the morning. The vent above my head began to push out more air than usual. It lasted for about 5 minutes and turned off. I did not think much of it at the time, but I had trouble falling asleep again last night. Once again around 1:30 AM, the vents turned off for about 5 minutes and turned off. 2:10. I've been getting headaches. I think someone is poisoning us. I've been up every night this week, and night after night, an extra boost of air comes through the vents. It lasts for about 5 minutes, then turns off. I spoke to one of the neighbours. He said he noticed the same thing in his room as well. We made a report to the maintenance officer. He informed us that the system was running perfectly and there was nothing to worry about. I don't believe it. Maybe it's in on it. You're trying to make me mad. They're trying to drive me round to the twist. Fuck yeah, no. You wanna know why they're exploding? They're exploding because they've eaten the sulfur. Yup. We're going on a gecko hunt. I think it's only fair to the hunting rifle. But it's magazine size of 3. Yeah, you can see why this place is blown up, can't you?
What's going on?
Rex. Tunnel to the sulfur caves, okay. Am I still in mine? Still in my dress. I do like the doctor's fatigues. I think it's honestly like one of my favorite clothing things.
Looks like trouble. I guess that could have gone worse.
In fact, ring-a-ding-ding, baby. We've got the dinner bell. Unlocked safe. Oh, I'll probably talk about it in a bit. Journal entry number 86. Voices. I can hear them through the vents. They sound like plotting. They sound like hate. The blues never sit with us. They treat us as if we have a disease. But maybe we do. This whole vault is sick. In other news, I want to talk about something that's actually quite important to me. I didn't really consume a lot of that content, but I think it's still important to mention. And there's a lot of people there that I do respect. So The Escapist has, I think, come under new management, or at least it went under new management. And the executives have basically let go, I think, like the lead, the general editor, the highest up person that was on the editing team. And so all respected was he that everyone else left. Now, if you don't know The Escapist, it was it is, but that's soon going to become a was. It was a very well beloved review site, mostly known for Zero Punctuation, with Ben Yahtzee Croshaw. And by the way, if you do like Yahtzee and you haven't actually heard his voice outside of Zero Punctuation, where he speaks without pause or punctuation, oh, nice, that Rex. Yeah, it's just searching Mark. So he's found something in there, probably the beer. Yeah, like, I'd recommend listening to Let's Drown Out. It's a Let's Play series, and he does it with Gabriel the Fat Morton. Just do these journal entries real quick. Journal entry 194. I think they're in my head. Sometimes I hear thoughts that are not my own. I think the Reds have done something in the intercom system, rigged it somehow to broadcast in our brains. 206. What does it mean? Why is there a blue star under my bottle cap? And the Reds behind this? Is this part of their mind control? They must be making me see things now, things that shouldn't be there. The star shouldn't be there. Why do I see a star? It won't go away. No matter how long I close my eyes, it won't go away. I want the star to go away. It seems as though this is the effects of paranoia. That's testing. So yeah. He also writes quite. So he made adventure games, like the Chizo Mythos, and he wrote the book Mogworld and Jam. He's very greatly inspired by Douglas Adams as well, who's a fantastic author. You know, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, all that business. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. Done some good stuff. So that was his inspiration, and you can see that in his books. And when he does the audiobooks as well, he's got a really good reading voice. He's very nice to listen to. 56. I saw the Reds overseer walking around on our floor last night. It was like he was searching for something and he was mumbling to himself. 74. I saw one of the guys in the mess hall pull a bottle cap off a Sunset Sarsaparilla and run to his room. I knew he was hiding something, so I broke into his room when he wasn't there and saw the bottle cap. The blue star underneath it. I think he's been marked for something, but I can't figure out what. All I want is that bottle cap. Interesting. It's very clever how they've done this, Vault, I will say. So everyone left, and now they've made something called Second Wind, a YouTube channel where they're doing like the same content that they were before. They've just rebranded it, and it allows them to experiment and do different things. So Zero Punctuation is still a thing. It's just that it's under a different name. I'm just making sure I've thoroughly checked this place out before I go ahead, but I think we're all just about done. Ooh, stairs, because we came by an elevator, so I'll just have a look around here. But yeah, so yeah, my respect goes out to the my heart goes out to the guys of Second Wind, and everyone left, and so now like the Escapist is gonna have to pretty much shut its doors or find other people to do it. But the thing is, like, even if they still have Zero Punctuation, they're not gonna have the people who actually did it. You know, there was a time when like Yahtzee was pretty much the only person writing for the Escapist, and he was the biggest earner. That's kind of why people went there. Like Jim Stephanie Sterling was there as well for a time. You know, like as the reviews editor, and they'd also done Destructoid as well. But yeah. So this is why. Yeah, so you see this here, this rock. So this is what I was looking at before. It's like, is this what I need? Is this the right place that I need to shut down the sulfur? And the vault went run like hell. If I could pass him, at least 20 packs of C4. Okay, great. Hope the vault and run like hell. But it would be a possible idea to have this place be habitable by other people. You know? Do we want to destroy vaults when there's so much technology that can be gained from them? No, I'm not so sure. I'm not really bothered about looting the geckos. They don't have anything good on them. Right, so I think there's a way down here that I haven't been yet. I think it's to the left. So yeah, so my heart goes out to those guys, and you know, maybe when I'm paid, I might actually throw some money at their Patreon, because I think they absolutely deserve. Because I never really read much of their stuff. Like, I'd always go and read Extra Punctuation, which is like Yahtzee's opinion editorials on game design and whatnot. And they're very insightful, and it's talk about mechanics in games, and rather than like the game itself. It actually inspired me to do a lot of stuff on hub pages. I say a lot of stuff. I'd review the game, but then I'd actually talk about a greater thing about it that I don't like or do like. Let's keep telling me not to worry, but I feel it sometimes. I think there's something in here with this. I always hear weird noises coming from above my room. Night Stalkers, that ain't good.
I guess that could have gone worse.
Overseer's office. Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh. Well, again then. I'm gonna need some C4. Would you have any?
Yeah? What do you want?
Didn't know they still had robo-dogs around.
So I need to buy some C4. So C4, if you're not familiar, is a plastic explosive. It's highly malleable, so you can shape it into like a brick or like a circular, and yeah.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
Right. Well, man, actually, let's stick around and buy some ammunition. I don't need to sell bullets anymore, so that's good. To make some... No, I don't want the revolver. I do want your rounds, though. Take those as well. Take that. I'll take any mods you've got as well. 38 special, I'll take that. A 44 revolver scope, special rounds, auto pistol. I do like auto pistols. I need the government rounds because they're very good. Beanbag. Dragon's Breath rounds. I don't really need the 9mm stuff, but hey ho. Anti-mat rifle suppressor. I'll take that. Assault carbine. Yeah, I'll take those. Heavy barrel, I'll take that. Wow, let's have some BBs. BB pellets. Cowboy repeater. Nice, I'll take those. I'll take the darts. Esther. The mini nuke. Plus 10 damage threshold, 25 rad resistance, H&R, H&H tools, nail gun, silent, critical damage, nice. Oh, such good stuff. Hunting shotgun. Pistol powder jars, rifle powder jars, that's what I need. Mini nuke. Low yield. Timed, tiny tots. I think that's like a cluster. Munitions. So it explodes and it explodes into even more little ones. I'll take your missiles. I love my missiles. I'll take your nails. I'll take your prime box. He's gonna weigh me a fucking ton. Oh, riot gear! Yes, I'll take all that. Riot shit. Yeah, I'll take that to repair. Still got more bullets now. Wish I could stick it. Right, so we got down to R, didn't we? The riot shotgun, there we go, I'll take that. Rocket incendiary, I'll take that. Salvaged power armor. Nice, okay. Power armor helmet. Would actually help with being able to carry stuff as well, but... Service rifle, I love the sleepy time. Looks like a 10mm submachine gun. Trail carbine custom. No, I can't repair that. Two-step goodbye. Varmint rifle silencer. But no C4. So I might have to go to Mick and Ralph's. So, riot gear. Look at that. Ain't it gorgeous? I love the duster. It's beautiful. Medium armor, weighs 30. Pain in the ass to carry. I've got like the power armor helmet on as well, which is pretty darn cool. Yeah, sorry Rex, I have to give you a bit more to carry. So if they can't carry it, they won't let you put it in their inventory. Great Khan, simple outfit, suit out. I don't really need that either. What am I doing carrying so much of this stuff? You can carry all my Legion gear. I could actually, in fact, I'll probably drop off those. Yeah, let's do that. Your companion is unable to wear faction armor. So well, let's have him carry all this as well. In fact, arcade.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Let's actually show off the riot gear with you. Look at that. Doesn't he look fucking cool? Can you imagine wearing that for a riot? Couldn't come soon enough, could it?
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
I'll give you a, is it energy cells you need? I'll give you those, and I'll give you the other ones as well. Is it microfusion? And I'll have to give you some other stuff as well. Oh, it's still too much. Oh, okay, you're right. Hang on. I also need you to
Just don't
carry.
treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
I'm sorry, I gotta give you even more stuff. There. Right, let's get rid of these vault suits, and then we'll get the C4. Strip. There we go.
Move along. Move along.
So we'll drop off the vault suits, and then we will, yeah. Make ourselves a bit more cash, buy some C4. There we go.
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl was pounding on my door.
Oh, the tops. Soon. Soon. I don't realise this part was going to actually have to take so long. Still got Jacob's down to do.
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Just to gave him more lines, just piss me off so much.
Hey, stranger. Where you been, huh? I missed you.
I miss you too, Sarah.
Having you tonight is my pleasure. Your room is ready.
Let's see what you have to say.
Take a look at this.
Right.
Oh,
So got rid of the vault suits. How much caps did we get for it? 544 cap. 540 caps. Unfamous strip. Okay. Sneak site. Right, where's free side? Need to get to Mick Morales.
Man, Jacob's absinthe is phenomenal stuff. I don't think I've slept this well in ages. If you haven't tried it yet, he's been supplying the Wrangler with the stuff. So, what can I get you? Yep, here you go. You'll need to use a terminal to upload the data to the robot.
Okay. Do you have any other services? Oh no, it's not you I need to talk to, it's this guy I need to talk to.
I heard about some things you've done around town. Nice to know someone is helping out for a change. Like I always say, a polite society is an armed society. Another satisfied customer.
I guess that could have gone worse.
Whoa!
Looks like break time's over.
Nice shooting. Right, back to the vault. Now, where was it? Was it this one? Vault 11? No! We're gonna have to go through this again, aren't we? Hey? Oh, I see. It's telling me to go from there to here. Got ya.
Prim's got some new sheriff watching over the town.
Oh, okay. Log 45. Some of the Blues caused some trouble in the Clint today. We're stealing drugs. I've heard the vents coming on at night. Others have too, and I bet they're using the drugs to poison us. Stealing supplies from the clinic and using them to kill us all. Log 46. Now, I know the truth. The commotion at the clinic was a trick. The doctor must be giving them drugs and she must be in on it. She never leaves her office. Must be because of the poison being pumped through the vents. Her office must be the only one that is safe.
Evening.
Onwards. Onwards. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? Like, I think it's worth mentioning that that with the escapist doing the things that it did, their executives doing it, Yahtzee had actually had this very wise quote. Which is, let's all laugh at an industry that never learns anything, tee hee hee. And yeah, it was just laugh at this company, because it was exactly the same thing as... It was exactly the same thing with, like, GameSpot. Yeah. GameSpot lost Jeff Gerstmann because he gave a negative review of Kane and Lynch Dead Men. Oh no, Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days, I think it was. And,
Didn't know they still had robo-dogs around.
yeah. Yeah, he gave a bad review of a game that they were advertising on the website. So that wasn't great.
I sure hope that explosion was you. Did you seal off the sulfur?
Yes. Yes!
Good to hear. Without access to the sulfur, Cook doesn't have much to offer the gang. I guess it's over then. We could turn ourselves in.
Consider joining the Great Khans.
I hadn't thought of that. Would you be willing to talk to them on our behalf? Thank you. We'll wait here until we hear from you.
Merciful thug. Speak to Papa Khan. So, it's not exactly like... This is not necessarily... Like, the thing is, like, their lives would be wasted as
A robot dog? Never
prisoners of the NCR. They can do more good here, and perhaps they can even find peace. Regis.
I haven't seen you before. What brings you to the Great Khans?
I just want to talk to you. Let's learn about the Great Khans while I have breakfast. Breakfast!
That's a complicated question. They've done horrible things to our people, to be sure, and I've gladly killed many of their soldiers in battle. But I can't bring myself to hate them the way Papa does. Things would damn sure be better for us if they were in charge than Caesar. I suppose if asked I would, but that's a moot point, because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere. Papa is one of the best leaders the Khans have ever had. He's kept us together through all of our hardships, ever since we left California. Bitter Springs changed him, though. He started to really hate the NCR after the massacre, and sometimes I worry that's poisoned his mind. Nothing. Forget about it. I shouldn't be talking about this with an outsider. Name's Regis. I'm Papa Khan's advisor and right-hand man. I'm also the chief enforcer of the tribe's laws, so watch your behavior. Until next time.
I've been warned about you. You are perilously close to making an enemy of Caesar, and that is not wise.
They're a tribe of fine warriors with many proud traditions and a glorious history. They will be worthy additions to the Legion.
My name is Carl. Glorious Caesar has sent me as an emissary to the Great Khans as a token of our alliance. In exchange for Great Caesar's promise of all the lands west of New Vegas, the Khans have agreed to fight alongside the Legion when the time comes. I am one of the Frumentari. It is my duty to scout the waste in Caesar's name and make contact with any tribes that might serve a useful purpose.
You might say I'm somewhere between a scout and an ambassador. I'm assigned here as part of the alliance between the Legion and the Great Khans. Though they have been cruelly oppressed by the NCR, the Khans remain great warriors. The Legion is honored to have such allies in battle. Speak then.
So the cub enters the wolf's den. What do you want, cub? You want to hear the story of the Great Khans? It's a long one, full of honor, glory, and betrayal. We have suffered, but we will regain our glory. In a hurry, are you? Very well, then. The Great Khans came east, out of the NCR 14 years ago. We ruled the wastes then, and called no man master. But we underestimated the families of the Strip, and they drove us back to Bitter Springs, where we remained until the NCR arrived and drove us here. They allied with Mr. House, the self-proclaimed master of New Vegas. He supported them with the resources of New Vegas. Weapons, technology, caps. They were better equipped, and we could not stand against them. When the NCR came to the Mojave, we thought they would be easy pickings. We raided their caravans, their towns, their camps. They couldn't stop us. At least that's what we thought. They tracked us to Bitter Springs and surrounded us. When our children, our sick and old, fled through a nearby pass, the NCR gunned them down. It's because of that we have sworn to take revenge on the NCR. With our new allies in Caesar's Legion, we will crush them. Typical. No reference for history in the younger generations. You march all the way out to Red Rock Canyon, enter my home as bold as you please, and you have no idea who I am? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Well then, let me educate you. I am the chief of the Great Khans. The Khan of Khans, if you like. This is my tribe, and these are my people.
I want to offer an alliance, with an offer of alliance from the Powder Gangers Vault.
And what benefit would this alliance give us?
Bombs. Lots of bombs. The Powder Gangers have access to large quantities of explosives which they'd be willing to share.
Well now, the armory could always use more firepower. Very well. Tell the Powder Gangers we accept their offer. However, they would still have to pass the initiation rite to truly join our ranks.
Okay. So let's talk to Philip then. Then let's come back here. We might have to deal with the Great Khans. As well. Because they are a lovely bunch. And I think they deserve better. I think if they could put their differences aside, all should be good.
You're back. What's the word from Papa Khan? Well, that's a hell of a lot better than going back to prison. See you around.
There we go. So the initiation rite is basically just getting beaten. Canonized, as they called it in the Saints Row.
Never gets old when something blows up.
No way I'm going back to prison.
You're back. You're back.
Any more questions I can ask? So I don't know if Cook's still alive, or he's dead, or what, but... yeah. But at least now these people can choose to stay out. So, let's get our ass over to Red Rock.
What?
Right, I'll sit here. Out of respect for you, right-hand man.
It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp.
I'm pleased to hear it. Papa, I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance for Caesar's Legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Caesar is only using... doesn't really care about the Great Khans. Because the NCR is the best hope against the longest time. I'm going to say yes, he doesn't care about the Great Khans. Who made slaves?
Ha! The Great Khans will not be slaves. Caesar himself has promised us the land from here to the Colorado and the freedom to raid as we see fit. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The Great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. It's always a pleasure to see you around the camp. Doesn't he? Caesar's representative tells a different tale. The glory of the Great Khans will be restored, and once the NCR is pushed back to California, all the land from here to the Colorado will be ours. I won't hear...
We'll try one more line.
It's always a pleasure to see you. Don't you dare mention the NCR under this roof. They are butchers without honor, killers of women and children. I won't hear any more.
Hmm. Okay. So we can't convince him just yet. I wonder.
Yeah.
What if what if someone else were to just take over? Let's see, are there any other mods I can apply to this one here? Suppressor. Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Papa, you just got to.
Okay, I'll do my best.
I'm glad our brothers have
Papa. Oh, this stealth vision as well with the riot gear.
returned home from Boulder City. Watch out!
Oh my Papa.
I'm glad our brothers have returned home from Boulder City. Yeah?
Such a shame about what happened.
Not now, I'm busy.
Regis here by any chance? Is that him there? No, I'm over encumbered. I think what I'll do is I'll take some psycho just to help with the
What?
such a shame what happened.
Huh?
Right, Regis, where are you? Or we could wait a couple of hours and just see him at the tent. Hopefully he's indoors by now.
Greetings in the name of Kaiser.
You honor the great...
Okay. Well, never mind. So, there might yet be a way of doing things, of helping the Great Khans without, because they are very,
NCR's
they're very much tempted to join.
to another town.
Legion. And the thing is like, yeah, if they join the Legion, they will be enslaved. It's like they, like.
What? Thank you for your advice. Thank you for your advice. You've helped me see more clearly.
Where is Sniper Man? So yeah, they will be enslaved, and like the thing is like the Legion is brutal, but they are also very tricksy. Oh, excuse me 1 second. I am back. Sorry to keep you waiting there. My headset's all over the place 1 second. There we go. Everything was wrapped around itself there. So, let's get back into the game. Just make sure everything's recording. Good, okay, yes, I do want to go to Ruby Hill Mine. Oh, the Remnants Bunker would be best, actually. So yeah, so we're going to go to Jacobstown now, at long last. We're going to try and get Rex fixed up. His head's a little bit sore, bless him. The snow peaks of the Las Vegas desert. Let's see what awaits us up here. Like, I have sort of oversold this. Because it's a nice place to go to, but there's very little here. But it does mean a lot, I think, to... Which way am I even fucking going anyway? I've gone completely off the road. Skeetion, I don't mind. Yeah, so let's go to Silver Peak Mine, and then let's get to Jacob's Town. Yeah, I have sold it, oversold it, but it is an important location to fans of older games, or Fallout games. And I will say that I really do appreciate, like, it's games like this that made me appreciate fan service. It's when it's like, hey, I love the references to things, you know? I want to actually talk a little bit about... Fucking hell, sound of this thing is amazing. Got some beautiful thump to it. No, I don't want to... I don't have any problem with you, pal. You're alright by me. Yeah, so I want to talk briefly about Invincible, a comic book series I've been reading lately. And what I love about it is, and it sort of ties into like the fan service thing of, it's very easy to tear things down. And I say this as a games critic. You know, I absolutely know what it means just to absolutely tear the shit out of people and their work. I do it frequently on this channel. I apologise as well for the stealth effect. Let's actually turn that off. Let's take off the helmet because that's not helping matters. So yeah. There's something else I want to drop. Yeah. So yeah. And the thing I want to talk about is that, yeah, it's very easy to tear things down, but what I like about the Invincible comic series, not sponsored in any way, by the way, I've just been reading it lately, I'm absolutely loving it, is that it's an excellent tribute to comics. It's a celebration of comics, and that's what I like about fan service. It's like, it's... When things like Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts take the piss out of Banjo-Kazooie, and gaming in general, or when Yooka-Laylee did that with Banjo-Kazooie, and Yooka-Laylee had no fucking room to talk there. I hated it. Satire is very hard to do very well. You know? It's like, and you look at things like Spinal Tap, and yeah, it is satire, but rock stars love it. And people like Ozzy Osbourne are like, I don't get the joke. Like, this is just, I thought this is like a real band. And that sort of indicates how good the satire is. And Invincible is a really good celebration of comics and their work. And this here is Jacob's Town. This is like fan service heaven. I mean, this entire game is fan service heaven. It's a wonderful homage to all the Fallout games. Fallout is just in general like a good series for that. And look who it is.
I like it up here. Nice and cool.
Welcome to Jacobstown, human. You're free to walk around. Just don't stare at the Nightkin. They don't like people looking at them.
This
and if
is
you're
Marcus.
NCR, keep it to yourself. They're not popular around here.
Neil told me about this town.
A lot of the mutants here found out about Jacobstown because of Neil. Our isolation works against us sometimes.
Why does what's wrong with the Nightkin?
Nightkin suffers schizophrenia from the stealth boys they're always using. One of the reasons I settled Jacobstown was so they could be cured. While they're in town, the Nightkin aren't allowed to have stealth boys, so their craziness doesn't get worse. Trouble is, the Nightkin don't like being visible either. They don't take being exposed too well.
Any town rules I need to know about?
Same as any civilized town. Don't start any fights or steal anything. We'll treat you fair. Not a lot to ask.
So this here is... Oh, I'll just talk a little bit. This here is Marcus. And Marcus was in the original Fallout, I think Fallout 1 and 2. And he got around a bit. A lot of Fallout NPCs get around a bit, especially Fallout 3. Yeah. And he is a beloved NPC among fans, because he's a very civil super mutant, like one of the town's protectors that he's in. And yeah, he, as far as I'm aware, like, he's actually like romanceable in a fashion. See, romanceable in older video games, boys and girls, meant having sex with them. There wasn't really much relationship stuff. It was usually like, yeah, can I fuck this NPC or not? And the answer is that I think you could. But I think it was like very... Or like he flirted, or it was a potential option, but it didn't quite work as such. It's like, I would, but, you know, I'm a super mutant, and I have the parts, which are either... I'm trying to remember, like, either my parts, like, incompatible, or I don't actually have the parts to do the thing at all. So, yeah. So let's actually... Yeah, let's say we're looking for Dr. Henry.
Doc's inside the lodge.
Great, okay. I had some questions about Jacobstown.
Such as?
So, what's the history?
Was a resort pre-war. I renamed it to Jacobstown after an old friend. Died a long time ago. I figured us mutants needed a place to call our own. Town's far enough away from humans so they don't bother us much. One of these days I'm hoping we can trade with the rest of the Wasteland. No more fighting, just get along.
I'd like to perhaps help with that endeavor then.
Was part of a super mutant army. Ran a town, walked the Wasteland with a tribal. Now I'm here.
Super mutant army?
Long story, so here's the short version. The Master created the super mutants and Nightkin. The Master thought he could unify everyone. No more differences, no more war. Didn't end well.
So, the Master, I said in my Fallout 3 video, and if you haven't seen that, the Master was the main antagonist of the first game, and he created the super mutants. He himself was in a bit of a pickle, like heavily, grotesquely mutated, and he made the super mutants, and he wanted to. He made the super mutants with the FEV, the Forced Evolutionary Virus. So in Fallout 1 there were two objectives. One was to get the water chip for the Vault, and then the second objective was, and you learnt this after the first, is, oh yeah, by the way, the super mutants are in town, and they kind of want to kill everything. They want to exterminate all life on Earth. So you got to stop the Master. And Fallout 1's bugged, at least on Steam and elsewhere, where basically you can't actually win the game. Like, you can beat the Master, but the time limit won't ever be recognised. Like, you'll always be under the time limit. And there's like two sort of soft time. There's like a soft time limit and a hard time limit. So yeah, it's like the mutants will eventually wipe out one of the towns, and there's nothing you can do about it. But the second one is it's absolutely game over. It's games are time sensitive. Now, you can fight the Master. He is very, very well armed and armoured. However, you can force him to kill himself, a bit like President Eden, in that the Master's life work is pretty much over when he realises that, like, and you've got to provide sufficient proof as well. You actually have to talk to the Brother to Steel and actually get the proof that the super mutants can't procreate. There is a chance, I think, you can cause him to blow himself up without evidence, but it's a very slim chance. You actually have to have the evidence from the Brother to Steel. And if you get that, you can prove that the super mutants are sterile. They are sterile, and they don't even have the parts to actually procreate. There are no female super mutants, for example. So, it doesn't work at all. Balls up, and he blows himself up. And you win the game. Which I think is one of the coolest things you could do in like an RPG. You could just make the villain just kill themselves, which it's really nice. So yeah, now he was a mayor. Was Marcus a mayor?
Town was Broken Hill.
Broken Hills, that was
a
it.
bunch of super mutants, humans, and ghouls all living together peacefully. Well, most of the time.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see... we always see things like, you know, we're making Oblivion in Skyrim. We're making Skyrim in Oblivion. We're making a Fallout New Vegas in Fallout 4. I want to see the Fallout 1 and 2 in New Vegas, in the New Vegas engine. That's what I'd love. My favorite version of Fallout is definitely New Vegas. And I even go as far as the engine as well. The engine stability is not great. This mod has helped a lot of things with it. But I don't like the Fallout 4 sort of aesthetic in the way it does things. Thought I just had a notification then about something. I think we're all good. Right, sorry about that. So yeah, so that's what I want to see. Let's shut that down as well. Right, all good? Yeah, great. Okay, sorry about this. Right, tell me about the tribal.
We were looking for a GEC to save the village of Arroyo. Eventually, we did. Nuked an oil rig in the process. We went separate ways after that. I went east into the Rockies, looking for other mutants like myself. Don't know what happened to my friend. I got a feeling it turned out all right in the end.
So the tribal is the protagonist of Fallout 2. In Fallout 1, you are the Vault Dweller. In Fallout 2, you are the Chosen One. In Fallout 3, you are the Lone Wanderer. In Fallout New Vegas, you are the Courier. In Fallout 4, you are the Sole Survivor. And yeah, in that instance, you are the Tribal. You were from the town of Arroyo. You had to get a GEC, a Garden of Eden creation kit, which it basically makes it almost like this in a way, this town. Whereas you've got fresh water, you've got trees, you've got all this, like, you basically create an oasis out of the GEC. And yeah, the town, like your leader, your shaman, had a vision to find a GEC. And so you went on this spiritual quest to get the GEC. And Marcus here was a potential companion. And you could use him to help you get the GEC.
All right.
The oil rig is referring to the base that the Enclave had. Perhaps Arcade Gannon might be able to comment on it. For no particular reason. Why do some of the mutants here dislike the NCR?
A lot of bad blood between super mutants and humans. Goes back years. Some here still got the scars and memories. Me? I don't really have a problem with the NCR. Set their sights a little too high sometimes, but they try. Legion? That's another story.
Wow, okay, lots of stuff here. What do you know about the Legion?
Caesar thinks he can change human nature. Most of the Legion is following Caesar, not Caesar's ideals. When he's gone, it'll crumble. Might not happen overnight. Might take a few decades, but it'll happen. Basic human nature. Greed, ambition, jealousy. We'll see to it.
Makes the NCR too ambitious.
They expand. Fast. If you got land they want, they'll take it. Eventually. Did it out west, they'll do it here. They keep rolling over people. They'll regret it. That's how revolutions start.
Anything else you tell me about the NCR?
Seen them grow from a single town, Shady Sands, into the Republic. They've done good for the most part.
So, Shady Sands is the first town you'll go to in Fallout. It's actually where you go to find a potential water ship. And Shady Sands is like, it's overrun with like rad scorpions. You choose to help them out. As the Vault Dweller, you've effectively created the NCR. Which is pretty amazing. This little farming trading town soon becomes the hub of, not to be confused with the location called the hub, becomes like the hub of trade. It's the heartbeat of California.
Not really. Heard it's a paradise in the Wasteland. Never been there myself. Doubt they'd let a mutant in. Amazes me people would come from all over the waste to throw away everything they've got in that town. All right. See you.
I would, like, now he mentions that, I would love to have seen like a religious angle to New Vegas. Of how like people worship, like there's a cult surrounding Mr. House, and how like gambling is all about fate and all the rest of it. I'd love to have kind of seen that. And that line there sort of just made me think about that.
Lily's been babbling about her grandkids and that.
Now, something else I want to comment on while we can get nice and close.
We're making noise all night again.
Notice that the mutant here has like the straps that are keeping his lips up.
I hope it will snow later.
Just as a warning, my covert bandaging skills are rusty.
Yeah, the mouth straps, from what I understand, were actually used to keep the mouths open to prevent them from biting their tongues, and also allow them to communicate clearly as well. Big horners, really big horners. Oh. So yeah. So this is Jacob's Town. So it was originally a pre-war ski resort. I thought there is Lily. We'll talk to Lily later. For now, I want to sort of stick with Arcade Cannon.
Someday, I miss being in. I hope it will snow later.
Need to tighten up my vices again.
I like it up here. Nice and cool.
It's interesting that they're talking about tightening up the vices again. It's interesting like what they mean by that. And it's like, I know it's like they're meant to be like horrific inventions and whatnot, but still like, why do they need to do that? What is it that's gonna... What's gonna happen?
One was enough. Bother someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
All of the humans?
Humans are always staring at things. We Nightkin don't like being stared at. Is uncomfortable.
Stare silently. If you do that, it'll cause them to attack. Or like if you keep doing it.
It is different. Right now, I'm trying very hard to remain civil, and you're not making it easy with your incessant questions.
Who's the other human you mentioned?
Dr. Henry, he's one of you. Go speak with him instead of me. I represent the Nightkin. Marcus may lead this town, but the Nightkin listen to what I have to say. Doesn't mean I don't respect Marcus for what he's trying to do. However, he doesn't truly understand the difficulties of being a Nightkin.
I get it. Well, then I can hear it a good time.
The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds. Jacobstown was supposed to be a sanctuary, a place to find a cure. Instead, we wait and wait. I'm sick of waiting.
Finally.
Someone else. I don't want anything to do with you.
So, oh, Calamity. Hello, Calamity. And we've got Dr. Henry here.
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research.
Something's wrong with my cyberduck. I was told to continue. In fact, we just talked to you.
The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. I'm not convinced that the Night Stalker mutation is a natural one, and I need someone to investigate their lair for proof. Some of the super mutants have looked around as well, but they've come back empty-handed. Perhaps a pair of fresh eyes will have better luck. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge. I've compared the brain chemistry of a Nightkin to one of the local Night Stalkers we killed. They both exhibit similar neurochemical changes. Now, I'm not claiming that Night Stalkers are running around wearing stealth boys, mind you. I just don't think it's all a coincidence. The stealth field has been modulated to use less power and thus last longer, but for some reason it has pronounced negative effects on the user. However, these pronounced effects will allow me to pinpoint exactly what parts of the brain they're affecting. Unfortunately, I'll need to run the test on a live subject. And Marcus has encouraged me to investigate the Night Stalker mutation first. It's possible, but I've yet to see any hard evidence or hear of any cases where humans were negatively affected.
That's really...
Its negative effects are more pronounced on Nightkin. Because Marcus asked me to, and because it's a reason for me to get up in the morning, I'd like to get one more grand accomplishment done.
Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
You're a scientist?
Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave.
With the who?
Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after.
Yeah, well, glad you weren't on there. And it's a good job you stayed out of DC as well.
Cyber dogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore. I prefer the solitude, and having a bunch of super mutants around tends to keep things safe and quiet.
Something's wrong with my cyber dog. I was told to come to you.
It's neural degradation. Biomed gel can only preserve a living brain for so long, so you'll need to find a replacement. I haven't left Jacobstown in years, but there was one woman in Novak, Gibson. I remember her living with a pack of hounds. Aside from her, I know that the Fiends and Caesar's Legion fight alongside dogs. There could be viable specimens among them, if you can get to them. Yes, yes.
Okay, do you just want to come a bit closer, please? Want to talk?
What's up? It could be better, but...
It's time for us to part
I
ways.
thought my char...
Okay.
Huh. I'd heard there were new people in town, but I thought it was more super mutants. Nice to meet you. I'm Calamity.
Nice to meet you, Calamity. What do you do here?
Most of the time, I'm Dr. Henry's research assistant. We're looking into ways to cure the, I'm also handy with tools. And once in a while I venture down into the valley to trade the big horner hides and meat for supplies.
Does anyone other than civilians come up this way?
Prospectors looking for salvage, usually. They always run when they see the mutants. The great Khans come this way once in a while, but they keep their distance. I think they're mostly keeping an eye on us.
You're an interesting name.
Thank you. Change names and jobs every decade or so just to keep things interesting. I picked Calamity this time because it sounded nice. Never really done much science stuff till now. I'm pretty good at it. Or so Dr. Henry tells me.
That's what I like. I just want to see more of from ghoul NPCs or mutant NPCs. I want to know what they've done with their lives, how they've spent the past however many years. I think it'd be very interesting. As you can see, they're not exactly the most tidy people. Super mutants. In fact, I want to definitely keep an eye out for something, because I think there might be a few things here maybe of interest.
There's too much light! Why is there always too much light?
So we do need to go down to Novak to see old Lady Gibson. We just broke into Marcus' room and there's nothing here. Great. Okay. We will see Lily soon. It's alright. Sorry about that. I just got to be wary of because I don't know if I'm playing D&D today or not, so I've got to keep an eye on the time and just make sure that I'm not in, you know, the game isn't cancelled because of my absence and whatnot. Yeah. Just so I can prepare myself for it. Oh, nice. White star something. I can't quite make that out. Interesting. Like, I've never actually seen like a pinball machine asset in this game. When I talk about assets, let's talk a little bit about design. So assets are basically any little objects like these. These walls are assets. This light fixture here is an asset. This is an asset. This is an asset. Assets are like little items that you place in the world.
Need to tighten up my vices again.
And
Need to tighten up my vices again.
fixer, of course, fixer in there. They sure like the chems in there, don't they? There is a purpose to my searching around. I'm looking for one particular item. Okay. Someone's been making chems in here, nice. And I wonder if this was before the war or after.
You think Marcus could get us some miniguns or missile launchers? Need to tighten up my vices again.
The thing I'm looking for is here. So it might be one of the cabins. Ah! I think I've actually found it on reception.
Spotted some humans down the road. Could be Great Khans again. Stupid big horners were making noise all night again.
Well, that's not good if there's humans down the road. Okay, we'll sort that out. This is what I'm looking for. The snow around it. I don't know if that's from the mod or what. Mount Charleston. So I want to get all of those before we see Mr. House. Because there's someone in the Lucky 38 who likes them. And you get 2,000 caps for each one you get. And there may be achievements as well. And they are in the DLC as well, so we've definitely got to do all the DLC before then. I'm just going to quick. I'm going to be very quick looking around before we continue. Okay, right. Nothing of interest or importance though. We've got the main thing that we really like here, so that's the that's that. We've got some quests. Lily's outside. Let's get a move on. Get rid of Arcade again, and we have to pick up Lily, and hopefully she can leave her grandchildren behind.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. Oh, Jimmy, don't you go being silly now. Come over here and give your grandma some sugar. Oh, of course I have, dearie. How silly of me. I didn't take my medicine yet today. How can I help you?
you doing, Jacobstown?
I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids.
Because if the name what stock mutation, wanna come along with me?
Ooh, those Night Stalkers, always killing my bighorners. It'll be nice to give them a piece of my mind.
Okay, so we've got the stealth girl back. While Lily is combining his duration here, still provides disagrees by 100% all critical hit. Sneak attack critical hits do an additional 10% damage. Nice. This is Lily, the Scythian. Well, Nightkin. And, yes. Gloves are torn. Some sort of first aid box there and other stuff. Yeah. Yes, and she's going to join us today. And, yeah, she has some neural problems with the stealth boys. Before we continue, I'm just going to quickly... Yep, I see him in the distance there, so I'm going to quickly... Let's just save the game. Take a quick break, and then I will be back soon. And I am back. Sorry to keep you waiting all. Yep, that's all working, that's working, that's working, that's working. Great. Use Discord overlaying game. No.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
Oh, they've been harassing the town.
Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating.
You sure the assassinaries were for the NCR?
Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Whoever they are, they want us dead or gone.
Why can't you just take them out?
Not looking to fight. That'll give NCR an excuse to come up here and wipe us out.
What do you want me to do?
You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to.
See what I can do.
Thanks.
Hey, anything for an old friend? And friendly persuasion. This is a fairly straightforward quest. Talk to him while you're down, or you can even talk him into destroying this place, but not the best idea. So yeah, the NCR took the prison, so I think they absolutely could take Jacobstown. And Brandon Medicals is what they had, the higher ground. They've also got plasma weapons as well. So the Van Graffs are still supplying you, eh?
Can't wait to get the rest of our pay for this job. Our business is with the muties, not you.
I can see that, antivirus. I'm here at the NCR. I think you just leave now.
Whoa, whoa. Thought you looked familiar. I'm just doing a job, nothing more. Politics aren't my thing, so if you say go, we'll go. No hard feelings.
Well, quest completed. So that's if you are idolizing the NCR, you can do that, but you can also do the persuasion. There and there. Yeah, like they could take this town if they wanted to. It would cost them lives though. Super mutants are no pushovers.
Our business is with the muties, not you.
Go away, you have to deal with me, and you'll wish you'll find the super mutants instead. What do you want with Jacobstown?
Just doing what I'm paid to do. Harass the muties until they leave or attack us. If they leave, we'll let them go. If they attack, we wipe them out. Either way, the job's not done until they're cleared out of the town. Won't name names, but some important folks in the NCR are sick of muties attacking their Brahmin herds. They want them gone from NCR territory. Maybe this group had something to do with attacking Brahmin, maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're getting paid to make them go away. I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again. We've got nothing left to talk about.
Hey. Morning. Probably should check my gear again, just to be safe.
Probably should check my gear again, just to be safe. Morning. Probably should check my gear again, just to be safe. Probably should check my gear again, just to be safe.
So they probably should just check their gear again, just to be safe. That's that quest done, pretty much. But yeah. I like how little convincing you're required as well. Only 65 points in speech. Or your reputation. Reputation, I think, is a much better system.
Something on your mind?
What's the story of Keen?
Smart, charismatic, and hell of a mean streak. Doesn't care for humans. Prefers fighting them to talking. He's got a lot of pull with Nightkin, though. He talks, they listen. Was hoping he could draw the Nightkin to Jacobstown. Keen is saner than most, but I know he's thinking of going his own way again. He's aggressive, impatient, can't stand sitting around. That's like saying Caesar and Kimball would listen to each other. Nightkin don't have a lot of trust for others, mutants included. Because of a promise, one I haven't been able to keep. The Nightkin all suffer from schizophrenia. It's the stealth boys they use, or used to use. Nightkin have a hard time being seen like normal folks. Can't stand it. A few already left to try and find more stealth boys. Miserable situation. They either stay here and suffer, or dig up stealth boys and lose their minds. Not much of a choice. That happens, there's a good chance other Nightkin will follow. It'll make it hard to get a cure to them. Worse, if Keen and the Nightkin tear up the Mojave hunting for stealth boys, people are gonna get killed. Most humans can't tell the difference between mutants. Might come here looking for payback.
It's not a good look either way.
Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us.
There you are. Nice simple quest, but pretty good. Oh, level up. I think I want to go for Daddy's Girl again, to be honest, because I need the easier computer hacking with like the very hard terminals. And now that one's off my mind, we can progress. So I don't really want nothing but a Hound Dog just yet. I need to help with the stealth or the Night Stalkers. So I need to find the source for the Night Stalker stealth mutation. So in other words, we're after invisible Night Stalkers. And then, after that, we're going to have to look for a skyhook, some tartan paint, and the blinker fluid. So yeah. Yes, I think in one of the endings, the NCR does actually come to Jacobstown, and I think, depending on how much you help them, they may wipe them out. I think the Legion tries, but fails. Like, they try a few attacks, and they realise it ain't fucking worth it. They decide that rather than wipe them out, it is part of their manifesto, the Legion manifesto, but they decide better of it, because it's just not worth the resources. They will not get anything out of this place. I mean, that said, you know, look at all this land that you've got. You know, perfectly defensible area. But would you have another bit of springs on your hands? It's very, very bright. And there's invisible walls, so I can't go any further, and for some reason there's yellow snow all around. Charleston Cave. In we go.
Oh, don't you worry about me, dearie. Your grandma knows how to stay quiet.
There she is. Cheers, Nan. Right. You know where Grandad lost his virginity? He didn't lose it, and took it. So, it's a film. I should be at the tops for this. Probably a load in there. Do I have a grenade launcher or some kind? I've got frag grenades. How far can I throw them? Ugh! That's better. Oh, I've got dynamite as well. So now that we've lured them to us... Oh, are they coming up there? Right, let's just get a Hannah to light the way. Oh, sorry, Rex. Sorry about that. Fucking hell. So yeah, you can eat Night Stalker flesh. As far as the them's good eatings, you can get Night Stalker squeezins. And it's good for like the survival mode because you kind of need every food source you can get. But yeah. But what weapon does she use? Oh, nice! Like the bumper sword. Okay. Might have to get the nuka breaker. So yeah, so these are the big horners. So these big horners have been eaten. Can we find the reason for the mutation? Well, I can follow the ripples in the water. Oh, you horrible bastards. They put traps in the water. That's horrible. I've got a confession to make, gang. I used to like Fortnite. Like, the Fortnite Save the World mode, I loved. Absolutely loved it. Like, building up my base to defend against hordes was amazing. I felt like I was making really good progress with it. I'm gonna tell you something else as well. I remember being the most wrong in the world. You know, like my statement is aged like milk. Barely even resembles milk anymore. But I once said, like, when they announced like Fortnite was gonna be PvP, I was like, how are you gonna monetize this? How the fuck are you gonna make this work? Who wants this? And then, you know, it comes like the most successful video game in the entire world. Yeah? I was just like, how are you going to do it? How are you going to balance the work of both? And the answer is, well, we'll find it easy to, you know, just make the game. They did. And they just fucking did it. And yeah, like, the PvE mode just, like, took a backseat for the entirety of its life, but otherwise, yeah. Yeah, I like the Save the World mode, and like the reason why I mentioned that is like because of that trap there in the water. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one I would do in Fortnite. And it was a solid game to play. It was really, really fun to play. I loved it. It had no marketing though whatsoever. Like I only just heard about it on like oh, shoot stealth boy, okay. Oh baby. Okay, what does Oh Baby do? It's literally just a super sledge. You know what, Lily? You can have Oh Baby.
I've got a present for you.
Things that you can say Oh Baby to. Well, that's one of them. So yeah, well. Post-war audio log.
Oh, don't worry about me, dearie. Your grandma knows how to stay quiet.
Let's listen to this.
So the Reds finally hit us, just like I always said they would. Vegas is still there as far as I know, but that probably won't last long. Didn't get accepted into one of the vaults, so I did the next best thing and had this place built. Got massive debts, but who cares now? That's every man for himself now. Had to take care of the Paulson boy since he knew about this place. These supplies are for me and nobody else. There's a woman and her daughter up in one of the rooms of the lodge. Might go pay him a visit tomorrow. The man's got needs.
Skeleton here. Where's this fucking skeleton? Let's get out of here. I ain't got much else to talk about, to be honest. Going back to like the whole fan service thing and whatnot. I remember when I started the Greasy Gamer Show, I was what I consider a Gen 2 ripoff of HVGN. So I wasn't like the first load of people. I wasn't like the first amongst the first people to rip off AVGN as a games reviewer, but I was sort of like afterwards. I was one of those afterwards. AVGN being Angry Video Game Nerd, like one of the, I'm not going to say the earliest game reviewer, that's absolutely not fair to things like Classic Game Room. Those guys did amazing reviews, like only like 3-minute long videos, but they got their point across, and they did daily videos. They were one of the earliest, if not the earliest, to like gaming YouTubers. Yeah, who did fantastic work, and it's a shame that they had to pack it in the end. But yeah. Yeah. And like if I had to go back into reviewing again, I'd probably want to pay an homage to the style of the time. Like, not satirizing it, not parodying it, but making it, like, being so much better at it. Because AVGN, because I think everyone tried to rip off AVGN without actually understanding why it worked and how well it worked, myself included. And kind of like we've gone where everyone's now got their own thing. But like back then you had like the boss battles, and you had the, you know, the storylines for the characters, you had different characters in the shows, all this kind of thing. And I really leaned into it, badly, but I leaned into it all the same. He had all kings and he was killed. He was shocked because he had all kings. Where'd you get them kings? Same place you got them aces, Boise. Same place you got them aces. Where'd you get them all aces? Same place you got them kings. That was it, yeah. Where'd you get them aces? Where'd you get them aces, Del Boy? Same place you got them kings. Dear. That was from Only Fools and Horses. I think the first series episode called Losing Streak. Brilliant episode. Loved it.
Someday, I miss being in the Master's army.
Right, I'm not going to break into there just yet, because that might actually be player housing. And if it is, I don't want to piss people off yet. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'd want to do that, but I want to be significantly better at writing and editing, and especially the editing side. But yeah, because I think again, it's like I'm done with tearing shit down. I try to mellow out a bit more now, and I want to be much nicer about things. Look, Nightkin test data. Astonishingly enough, the local Night Stalkers have developed a mutation not unlike the stealth field generated by Stealth Boys. Even more importantly, the brains I've detected have shown heightened levels of endorphins and other neurochemicals, similar to what I've seen in Nightkin brains. If this mutation is natural, perhaps a cure could be synthesized for the Night Stalkers. As far as I can tell, the Night Stalkers don't suffer schizophrenia like the affected Nightkin. Mark II prototype. The Stealth Boy Mark II prototype is functional. Sort of. The Enclave data wasn't complete, so I had to make a few guesses here and there. Unfortunately, the data also suggests that while the stealth field has a greater duration, the negative effects on the user are exponentially greater. I can use this to my advantage. The brainwave changes will be far more pronounced, and it'll be much easier to figure out what exactly is needed to cure the Nightkin schizophrenia. Lily has graciously volunteered to be my test subject, despite the risk. Keen seems to have caught on about the Stealth Boy Mark II prototype. I told him it was no way functional, but I'm not entirely sure he believed me. I'll have to keep an eye on him.
Is there something else I can do for you?
I found a chewed up Stealth Boy in the Night Stalker's lair.
There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished that exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way.
Why Lily and not some other Nightkin?
Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me. Possibly immediate and permanent mental damage. There's a reason the Stealth Boy Mark II's never got beyond the prototype stage. Lily already has a pre-existing condition, and the experiment will likely make things worse for her. I'll be waiting.
Okay. Let's talk, Lily.
Hello again, dear.
I have some questions to ask you.
Such a curious little munchkin, aren't you? What do you want to know?
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, someone wants to hear Grandma's stories. What would you like to hear, Pumpkin?
Where did you come from?
I grew up in Vault 17. I never even saw the sun until I was 75 years old. That was when super mutants raided the vault and carried a lot of us off. Yes, Leo, I'm getting to that part. They made me one of them, and they put me to work in an army that was going to conquer California. A spy, sometimes an assassin. I killed a lot of folks for the Master. Yes, Leo, you helped too. Oh, he was a nasty man, dearie. You don't want to know about him. He was the one who made that super mutant army I told you about.
I would play Fallout 1 and 2. But the thing is it's one of those games where, and like my darling, I can relate to this, where my darling, like, she's a compulsive pauser. She has to pause the game to look something up to make sure she's doing everything right. Check her controller, check the screen, check the controller again, check the screen, and then go ahead. I do the same with Fallout 1 and 2, because I want the best playthrough I can possibly get. And it wouldn't be fun for you guys to watch. I'd actually recommend playing the games, but at the same time, it's like, they're not easy games to really just get into and play, unless you've already played it. It's kind of like, it's not just like you have to have been born around the time of those games, you have to have played them around the time as well. When I say you grew up with those games, I mean it's a game that you played while growing up. Because if not, it's a very, very janky series of games. And they are good. They're very good, but they have little guidance, and I will be constantly checking guides to make sure I'm doing everything right. Like, you know how forgetful I am with this series, and I have a journal telling me everything on everywhere to go. There'll also be a lot more save scumming as well, because, yeah, that game can get a bit tough. Yeah. Sometimes it can be a bit unfun.
Leo is a very bad man, Pumpkin. Yes, you are, Leo. Don't try to deny it. He tells me to do things, terrible things, and sometimes the medicine isn't enough to keep him quiet.
But is this a voice in your head?
You shouldn't say things like that where Leo can hear you, dearie. He doesn't like it. This old thing? Oh, I scavenged it off a wreck in Klamath. Leo showed me how to make it all ready for chopping. Didn't you, Leo? Oh, someone wants to hear Grandma's stories. What would you like to hear, Pumpkin? What do you need, sugar?
Do you still want to help Dr. Henry run his experiment?
Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
Yeah. Klamath was another settlement. I love the super mutant sprint.
The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can start the test as soon as you give me the go-ahead.
Go ahead and start the test.
Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay and observe if you want, though. All right, power on the stealth boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange, but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is stable, and the readings are clean. Gamma wave activity is 0. Odd, but everything looks right.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the stealth boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way.
Gene?
My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the stealth boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides.
What do you do? What you do in the Wasteland affects all mutants here. You didn't think about that, did you? Well.
There are caches of stealth boys out there. With the Mark II in hand, it shouldn't be difficult to upgrade every one of them.
The Nightkin are smart. They're very, very smart. I believe that they could actually do that. Unfortunately, they just have this one disability that's keeping them down. That's their schizophrenia.
No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request.
Good, good.
Hey.
Prim has a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
What's left of them?
Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype...
Use neuropeptide simulators on a Night Stalker brain. Results should be similar to a live brain.
I'm close to the cure. I can feel it. Lily's continued help will give me the last bit of data that I need.
Risk is too great. She should wear the Mark II prototype.
Permanent damage to her mind is a certainty. Even the cure won't help her.
We use the neuropeptide stimulators.
That's brilliant. Simple yet elegant. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
See, that's the difference between you and me. You're an Enclave piece of shit, and I am a Vault Dweller.
Hey there.
Calamity. All good. Right, let's talk to you.
Is there something else I can do for you? Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work.
Oh yeah, so, okay, so that's that done then. So, Lily,
Hello again, dear. It'd be lovely, dearie. Bother someone else. The stealth boys we use have cumulative adverse effects on our minds, but thanks to you, it seems a cure is on the way at last.
There we go. So, he's a little bit happier with things now that we're making some form of progress. Hopefully now, we might even have a home here in Jacobstown. Actually, let's just get a quick size difference between ourselves and... So yeah, it's about a head or two taller than me.
I like how you handled Keen. Without the Nightkin around, Jacobstown would be much weaker than it is.
Okay, so I don't think we can move in just yet. So, nothing but a hound dog. Let's find a brain for our friend. So we can go all the way down to the Gibson Scrapyard. We can go and get a brain from here. Or we can go to Caesar's place. Let's go to the Gibson Scrapyard. Oh, it's a bit late, isn't it? Let's go see no bad. In fact, no. Let's get a brain. Circle. Don't know if these are references to anything. Feel. Maybe the devs dogs. Willie Gibson.
So, you're back. Now, where did we leave off?
You know about Helios 1?
The way I heard it, the Brotherhood of Steel ran the place before the NCR took it away from them. I'm not sure who started shooting first. But when it was over, the Brotherhood, with all their fancy armor and weapons, was on the run. Nobody's heard from them since. Well, I'll give you a hint. They used to just call me Gibson. I hope you can figure out the rest. I don't mind, to be honest. Living long is a real accomplishment these days. Remains to be seen if I end up dying peaceful in my bed.
Dr. Henry sent me. I need a new brain for my cyberdog.
Dr. Henry? Now there's a name I haven't heard in years. Hard to believe he's still alive. As for your request, it's a bit ghoulish if you ask me, but Ray is pretty old and I'll probably have to put him down soon enough. As for the price for this favor, 700 caps sounds about right. Ray's like family, and I've got other dogs to take care of.
How did you meet Dr. Henry?
He and I had joined up with the same caravan. Add in a lot of whiskey and, well, let's just say we got to know each other.
I'm offering Ray immortality for Sod. You're really gonna put a price on that?
Fair enough. Here, Ray. Mama's got something for you.
Bloody hell. A bit morbid. Ah! Oh, the baseball. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we've got a... Yeah, got a dog's brain. Yeah, Rex, hope you're grateful. Oh, fucking hell. So actually, interesting thing about Rex is depending on which brain you give Rex, his ending slides are different. So if you give him Looper's brain from the Legion camp, Rex is like a bloodthirsty warhound, but is a loyal companion, I think. If you give her... I can't remember who else, Violetta's brain? One of the brains of the Fiend's dogs, like he's like psycho-addicted, and just, I think, eventually has to be put down, I think. You give him...
We must have done something right for you to come along like you did.
Oh yeah, I want no back. Who lives in the shack out there? Oh, Cliff Briscoe. We can talk to him. No, let's talk to Newback. Or if you give him Rex's, Ray's brain, like there, he actually is someone at peace.
Howdy.
Okay, nice. I like the medals on his chest there. Pretty cool gear. Yeah. If there's one Fallout game I really want to play though, it's going back to like the whole discussion of like Fallout 1 and 2 and whatnot. And I definitely want.
How do you get past the guards?
Yeah, the guards. Yeah. I'd want to play Fallout 3 Van Buren, the original Fallout 3, but it never released.
You've seen them too, haven't you? I can see it in your eyes. I knew I wasn't the only one. Sure. Old No-Bark is always looking to play. Not for entertainment, mind you, but because if you look at the cards right, you can know the future.
He's going to play for 800 caps. I will too. Right. So, the way this works... We need a lot of... So... I'll tell you what, I'll have some aces. So... Let's remove some cards from the deck. So the way this works is I need to basically a deck. So if you've ever played Marvel Snap, this is basically it. Right, I want a few aces. Right, so in a deck of 40 cards, I've got 4 aces. Okay. So I'm mostly in like 7s, 10s, and 11s, I think it is. So, no, add. And the more cards you collect and the more sets you get. Okay, I think that's going to be alright. Let's play. So, yeah, so basically... Right, let me start from the beginning and explain. So, there are 3 piles here. So you've got a pile here. Let me just see if my cursor's actually showing up on screen. Yeah, so you've got a pile here. You've got a pile here and you've got a pile here, okay? And you've got to have the highest of 3 piles, basically. So, you're kind of like bidding. So so this person here, so No Bark here has chosen 8. So in order to win this side of the board, I have to have higher than 8, okay? But then he's going to choose other cards to go there, and I can choose if I'm going to use my cards for that. So let's see. So I'm going to use, and I've got to get between 21 and 26. So it's a bit like Blackjack meets Marvel Snap. The core of the game is Marvel Snap. The rules are Blackjack, okay? So I want... I'm going to put a 10, and I can choose where I'm going to put it. So I'm going to say the Boneyard, okay? So, yeah. So I put a 10 there, right? So I've got 8 points there, and he's got 10 there. So, now I'm going to select another card. Am I? No, I'm going to choose a different card. I'm going to put a... I'll put a check there. Can I choose... No, I can't choose a check. Okay, I'm going to choose an ace. No, I'm not. I'm going to choose... I'm going to choose another 10. I'll put that there. Okay, so he's got 8 here, and I've got 4 there. So I'm in the lead here, okay? And he's got 2 there. So I'm going to select another card, and I want... Yeah, no, let's put 6 there, okay? So jacks, or joker cards, are a pain in the ass because they remove the value. So, I'm going to put a 9 there. Okay. Oh shit, I need to get rid of my jack cards because they're doing jack shit, aren't they? That should, with any luck, bring me up to 11 or 20. I'm gonna put it there. 20, okay. Ah, shit, put me up to 40. Great. Okay. I'll put a 7 there. Ah, he's got the jack again. What's a joker gonna do for me? What do joker cards do? Because I know they have different effects. Ah, it's not for cool. No, I'm mad. Great, okay, here's... do I really want that? Let's put an ace there. So that counts as 1, or it can count as 11, I think. Oh, no, mine counts as 2. Great, okay, I'll put ace anywhere. What am I doing? I thought I understood the rules of this game. Evidently, I do not. 7's my highest card, so I'm going to have to put that there. Queen there. But I don't know. I thought I understood the rules. The thing is like, it's not a bad game. Like, once you actually understand the rules, people do, like, actually like the game. Oh, there we go. I didn't realise I could actually put there. So I used their jack. I used my jack card to remove their cards there, and they have to replace them with something else. Because I am a fucking idiot. Can I use my ace on anything? No. So I've just decided to discard that and start again. We'll put ice there. What the fuck am I doing wrong now? Jesus Christ. Here's a 7. No, can I use a 6? No. Great, thanks, you fucking dickhead. Right, I'm getting rid of the Jackson my next one. Mind you, they're good removal cards. Let me get rid of the 5. Alright then, let me get rid of the 7 then. That's all I've got, I've just got 10s and 7s. I can't play them anywhere, so discard that. What do I get? A 5! Can I do anything with a 5? Can I do anything with a 7? Discard it, try again. Ah, if I understand the rules, I don't. Discard that. I'm losing to fucking Bart Noonan. No one to fold them. Like the song that got me into country music. The song that got me into country and western was The Gambler. Yeah, well, that's just. In fact, hang on, I don't think I need more cards for a Caravan deck anyway, so let's just randomise the deck. That'll do. I know there's a certain way of doing it. It's like it's basically just having like a lot of different things. So let's select a card. I'm gonna save my Jack for later. Let's start with 3. 4. I'm gonna start with an ace. Using a Jack to remove mine, that's okay. I'll save my Jack for later. I'll put King down. King there. So I wonder if King actually doubles the value. Like that. Can I use 9? Can I use 4? No. Can I use 5? No. Can I use 3? No! Can I use a Jack? I can use it to wipe his board. So I will. I could have swore I understood the fucking rules of this game. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so when I said it was like Marvel Snap, I mean like Marvel Snap if, you know, the interface wasn't fucking dog shit. Get rid of that. Can I do anything with a 6? No. Yeah. Right. Hang on a second. Let me just look up the rules for this. Okay, I think I've got an idea of how the game's actually played. So, it's not like Marvel's. It sort of is in the layout. But the actual game... Right, okay, yeah, let's fucking auto-raise. Right, I'm gonna kick your ass this time. So... Just bear with me a second as I just try and figure out, just for sure, what I can do to help my chances. Right. Sorry about that. I didn't realise I thought I paused. Bloody hell. Okay, so I think I found the way to do this. So, what I need to do is I need to basically have cards of the same suit. This user interface is absolutely dog shit. It really is. Like, so it's a Caravan deck of 30 cards. Okay. Oh, by the way, credit to the gamer for the website. So, diamonds are my favourite suit, so I'm going to look for diamond cards. So, you know, 30 card deck. So I don't even know. I'm looking at the bottom of the screen, but I think it's the top of the screen that actually matters the most. So, remove. So, let's focus on just getting the cards of the same suit. Apparently that's important. You get bonuses for the same suit. So, the cards on the top are the ones that I'm adding to the deck. The ones on the bottom are the ones that I'm removing. So, let's see. Alright, add. That's fine. Remove. That's fine. Remove. 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 Joker cards we want. Okay. So, we've got all diamonds now. So what else do we need? So we want kings to double the value of the cards, which could also sabotage our enemies, because they've got to get between 21 and 26. So we can do that to either double our own cards value, or lower it. So we're going to do that. So we need 5 more cards now. What do queens do? Queens reverse the direction of a pile if you've been going up. Okay. So, maybe a couple of queens. I've got 3 more cards. Now, because I'm trying to get to 21 and 26, I mostly want 10s, 9s, and 7s. Between 35 cards as well. So let's have some more 7s, and some more 9s, and some more 10s. So, I'm going for mostly... So I don't really want black, I want red. So I don't want any black cards. Not racist, just don't like them. No, it's just because I'm going for red. So if I can get... I mean, I will obviously keep the black cards if I need them, but if they have the same suit, and I reduce the amount of suits I actually have to work with, if I can use 2 rather than 3, that's going to maximise my chances. So I'm just going to see if there's anything else I can do to maximise the efficiency. It just looks like I don't think I can, to be honest, if I keep going all the way back. Unless I've got a red 7 that I can use. Nope. I think we're pretty much good to go. Let's give this a go. So, let's double check. So, the way the game is played... I fucking hate this game. Right. So, we've got to go through the... So the tips are, you've got to go through the... when you play Caravans, start high and move down numerically. So use your high cards, so... 9, 7, 8. Using your high numbers early lets you get close to winning Caravan. Okay. So what's our highest card? So 10's our highest card. We've also got a lot of spade cards, so we're going to put down the spades first. So 10. Now this is going to determine the direction of the game. So they start with a 9. Let's go for a 7 next. What's our lowest spade card? Let's go for 6. Okay. So the next card we want to use has to be lower than 6. Or does it? I don't fucking know anymore. Let's put a 10 down. Right? He's used a jack. Motherfucker. It's okay, we can put an 8 there. So as you can see, on this, in the Boneyard and Dayglow, we're highest. He's higher in Reading, I'm lower in New Reno, but I'm better in the Hub, and he's lower in Shady Sands. So, now we're just going to try and figure out what cards we're going to use. So I could use... use a king to double the value of any of my cards, but do I really want to do that when I don't know what's going to happen next? You know what, I'm going to do that. I'm going to go for a king in Dayglow to bring that up to 20. I'm going to use a king in the Hub to bring that up to 20. Ah. But I can put a queen on Dayglow to reduce the direction. If I'm correct in thinking... No, no mind. Ah, shit. I really wanted to put a 7 there, but I can't go over. I can't do that. What are we going to do with a Joker? God damn it, how do Jokers work? Use a king to send them over 26. So queens reduce the direction of the game, whatever the fuck that means. What does that mean, though? If you're going up, the last guy to place, you can now place 8 or lower to continue that pile. Okay. So it's like an ascending order, basically. Okay, I get it now. So I can't put a 7 there. What do Joker cards do? Because Jokers can be weird, I think. Let's put a Joker there and find out what happens. Okay, so they've used a jack to remove my pile. That's fine. I could use a king there. Double that. No, yeah, I could use a king there to double it out to 16. But then I need a higher card than that, so... what's a king going to do here? I don't think that's going to be a good idea. Let's start with 7. Why did I go for all 7s? I'm a fucking idiot. This is what happens when you just rely on guides and don't actually understand the context for it. I can't use that. Ah, shit, I got 3 7s. Okay, let's get rid of that. No, don't discard the track, get rid of that. Card, okay. Joker. What does a Joker do? No fucking clue. Does it protect my board or something? I'm not entirely sure. No, it doesn't do that. Okay. A queen. So I can use... I can use lower cards. Okay, so I can use an 8. No, I can't. I can use a 7 there, though. No, I can't use a 7. Ah, for fuck's sake. I can use a king there. Okay. 7. I thought the queen made the direction go down, so I could use a lower card than that. Oh, I see. I have to do that. You know, fellas, I just accept I'm just fucking retarded.
You've seen...
Like, you know, this is why I just can't get back into reviewing, because, like, what the fuck am I gonna do or talk about that anyone actually understands? No, don't auto-raise, Christ. Right. Okay, so I think I've got an idea now. So now I know how the game's played. We should be good to go. So, I'm going to use my highest card. I'm going to use a 9 there. Use a 9 there. And an 8 there, because that's the highest card. Okay. You just remove that, that's fine. Back up with that there. Haha! We're getting it now, aren't we? So, let's use a king to increase the value of Dayglow. To bring it up to 18. So, 18 plus 7 is 25. Bingo! Right, okay, so if they go above 26, they're done for. I could also use an ace to bring that up. So that'll bring it up to 15. I'm going to use a 7 there. I'm going to sabotage Shady Sands with a jack and wipe the cards there. Bring that down to 17. Okay, that's fine. I can't really... That's going to bring it up to 30 unless I do that. So, 18 plus 6. 18 plus 6, 24. Let's see if this pays off. Yes! Okay! Right, good, good, good. We're in a nice spot here. I'm going to replace my jack with something else. I got another fucking king. I need to get rid of the king. I'm going to put the 10 there to bring that up to 17. I'm going to use the king to double the value of the 7, so that brings it up to 14. So 10 plus 24. Fucking did it, boys! I won Caravan! Look at all that money that is just fucking handed to me. Nubat. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Fucking Belland. Thinking you could beat me at Caravan. Lost to the easiest player in the game. We're not done yet. We're playing this game. This is it. This is the rest of our Let's Play now. We're going to play against every single person in the game. Auto match, yeah, you got. In fact, you know what? Let's raise. Let's raise by about 7,000 caps. I'll keep in my deck. It's a winner. I know what I've got here. Alright, I'm making my fucking money back. I'm gonna rip you the fuck out. Right. Shit, I've just got rid of a card. Because I forgot the fucking controls already. Oh, I'm brilliant. 10. Okay, let's get rid of another king. 10. He's got an ace. I'm gonna get rid of my queen. 7, I'm gonna have to go with 7. Hey, right. Ah, he's got rid of my fucking thing, you fucking bellend. Right. Guess we'll just go with 6 then, shall we? Gonna double that. 20. You know what, I'm gonna use a jack to get rid of yours, because you're a fucking arsehole. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, 26! Yes! Right, that's the highest I can go. 26. If I go to 27, I can't. I'd have to start again. Right, so, let's bring that up to 11. Let's bring that up to... Oh, can't do that. Okay, I can use a jack to get rid of his cards though, so I'll do that. You motherfucker. Right. 10. Bring it up to 23. Bring it up to 17. Let's do that. I have to hold one of these locations. 7. I can't double that. Let's bring that to 18, I guess. 9. Yes. 16. I can't do it there, but I can do it there. 18 plus 8 is going to be 24. No, 26. I'm an idiot. Ah, okay. So we're in the lead there. I'm in the lead pretty much everywhere else. I just now need to just hold a little higher. I don't know what jokers do. I don't really want to know. Two. Can I use a 2 anywhere? No. So I think I can. It's saying I can use it there because they're all the same suite. But I can't use it there. Let's discard that and see if I get anything better. You miserable shit. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. 26! If I could just get 4. Two aces would look really good right about now. I can use the king to double the value of an ace. To bring it up to 26! Like, that's it. Like, I've won. I've got the highest value that I can get. I don't know what... Let's just put a joker there, just see what happens. Oh, but I can use it on his cards. So we can fuck up his... his thing. So it's kind of cool that you can sabotage other people's decks. Have we got anything? Can I do anything else? Oh no. Okay. Okay, let's discard. What's the card that... Okay, so these cards are probably going to end up helping him, so I'll discard that. I think I got it. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, let's fuck your day then. So you know what? If I ain't getting it, neither are you. Double the value of your cards, you fucking prick. There. Anything I can do to yours? Anything I can do to yours? Oh, it's reversing the direction, so... Discard a card. Okay, let's get rid of that. Oh, I can't actually discard a card. It's saying I have to play it, but I'm not... Oh, I might as well play here. Like, this line is screwed over. Can I fuck him? I can't discard cards, I can't swap them out either, I've got to play them. I can't screw him there. Oh well, I've lost this line, but I ain't losing that one, so... I should have discarded the track and started again, shouldn't I? I can't win that one anyway, so as long as I hold this one, I'm good. No, what? What the fuck? What? How the fuck does this work? Fucking bell end. Let's try that again. Okay. Discard the track. I should have done. I just don't get some of the stuff that goes on in this game. I really don't. Let's raise. I want my money back. I'm happy with that deck. Let's try and give it a go. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to learn. But it don't half melt my fucking patience, does this game? 8. Right. I can't use that. We have to establish these cards first. Okay. So, they're my high cards. Right. He's removed that. Fucking bellend. Right. Double the value of that, I guess. Oh, 28. Fantastic. I've got a high card, I'll use it there. Good job, really. Okay. Three. I fucking hate this prick. 12. He's got to be out of kings by now. Right, let's set up a high card there. Double the value. Yeah, I'm gonna double the value of his... something of his. See how you like it, you fuckwit. I'm gonna stop you getting high cards by putting a queen there. So you can only play the lower cards. I can't use a 10 yet, so I'm going to wait for a wipe, I think. Could use the king on a 3, doubling up to 6. Oh no, my no just gives an extra 3. Sorry. Well, okay, so 24, that's fine. I can wait for a 2. I'll use a 6 here. You fucking melt.
You've seen them too. Sure. Old No-Bark is always looking to play.
Gotta look up better
Not
strategies for this game, I
entertainment,
really
mind
do.
you, but because if you look at the cards right, you can know the future.
Auto raise? I'm gonna raise you. I'll fucking destroy you. I called him a melt earlier. That's what I called him. I'm just that mad at Caravan. It's like a winner game. And I don't know how I even... I knew sort of how I won. I just didn't quite understand the mechanics of how I won. So, 7. I need a 10. Nope. I'll have a 6 then. That'll do. Fine, wipe it. I don't give a shit. I'll just put another 6 down. You fucking bellend. You fucking bellend. I'll put 5 down. You fucking bellend. I mean, I'm just glad he's getting rid of those right now, and then he's just making it easier for me later on. That's my new high card. No, I'm going to wait for him to do a bit more with that one, I think, before I do anything there. I'll put a 23 there, yeah. And I'll use a king on it to bring it up to 26. I'll use a 10 there to bring that up to 17. I'll use that to bring that up to 24, I want to say. Yeah, okay, great. And I'll use that to bring that up to 14. He's used his jack to get rid of one of his cards there. Got 26. I'm going to use that to... you know what? Ah, I can't use ace in the hole. Fuck. Never mind. I was over to fuck him over. I could just board wipe. Yeah. There we go. Okay. I'm going to use an ace to bring myself up to... I need 2 aces though. I need a 2. Nice. Win 3 games with Caravan. What an achievement. What a fucking achievement that was. In fact, let's have a look at the rest of the achievements. Like 5.6% of players have this achievement. I thought it said 5.6 hate this achievement, which I'm sure they do. There's only 7 times you can play against people before they will get tired of playing. But you can also win 30 games of Caravan. So guess what we're going to do? I'm going to wipe this guy clean of caps. I want all my money back. I want all my wins. I've lost 4 games of fucking 5 games of Caravan probably to get this far. Raise. I'll raise you 6,000 caps. Okay, he's only putting 105 down because that's all he can afford. Great. Let's play some Caravan. Now that we actually know how this shit works. I can see now why they always recommend 10s all the time. So, oh, you gotta have 10s, 7s, and 9s. Do you fucking board wipe shit. 8s, I'll put an 8 down. You'll use a jack to get rid of them. I'll put a 7 down and you'll use a jack to get rid of that. No, there's no point doing that just yet. I'll do that one. I want to know if he's going to board wipe or not. He ain't doing it yet, which is worrying. Bring me up to 25. Oh shit, he's actually close. You know what? I'm gonna, yeah, destroy one of his cards. Oh, you're joking. I can't go there. I can't do that. I'm going to go to 25. I can't go there with that. Gonna sabotage any of his cards in any way. Use a 10. Oh, I've got to go down. Okay. His board wipe. Good. Okay. I can't do that. Shit. I can reverse the direction with the queen. It's 25. Yeah, I only need an ace. There we go.
The mole rat men. They've come for my beard at last.
So. Okay, I'm just being mindful of the time. I don't think D&D is on today. Because the DM is playing Hearts of Iron. Oh my god! We played some fucking Caravan. What a horrible I'm gonna have to go to like Caravan Players Anonymous or something like that now, because that's that's fucking awful. What a fucking like the game is, to be honest, the game is actually kind of fun, but it's like actually understanding it. It's like, yeah, it's one of those things where, like, you know, I complain, like a lot of people complain about Thaco to hit armor class 0 in old D&D. And the thing is, Thaco ain't that bad. It's just poorly explained. And now I know how people feel when they play.
How you doing?
When they have to play Caravan.
Hey there. If you want to buy something from a shop, you'll have to wait till it opens. A fellow enthusiast, huh? That's great. Let's play.
I'll match it, yeah, sure. Keyboard controls aren't the best for it. I'd rather be able to, like, sweep through with my mouse, but never mind. My cards will go there. I'll use a king there. I'll use a king there. I don't know if he's going to do any board wipe stuff yet, so... I'll go to 26, and that's Dayglow secured. I will use a 9 on that to bring it up to 23. Oh shit, I can't secure the hub. Okay, now mind. Unless I use a queen. See if we can go down. 26 on the hub secured. Use a king there. Ah, shit, board wipe. Okay, never mind. It's okay. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna use your wire jack on you, because you're a fucking dickhead. 22, shit. You lose, no one to fold them. I got 89 XP. That humiliating defeat. You know what? We'll call it there. I'll work towards getting the achievement later. So at least you've seen a bit of Caravan now, so you kind of know how it works. You got to get between 21 and 26, and yeah. I'm not entirely sure the way else. I still need to watch videos. I do watch videos of like people playing and understanding how it works. There's a guy on YouTube who actually like completed Marvel Snap, and that's like, oh, I get it now, and I still don't get it. I thought, oh, this will be really easy. Marvel Snap's a great game, by the way. A very, highly addictive, very easy to get in and out of. Yeah, the idea like you got 3 places like that, and you've kind of got to get the most points in each, and then your cards do different things. I like it. It's pretty cool.
Is there something else I can do for you?
I could absolutely. In fact, you could probably do it with magic as well.
Very well.
Or Pokemon
Tell me
even.
what you brought so that I can analyze its potential.
This brings from Ray, one of old Lady Gibson's dogs.
All right, let's see here. Neural pathways look good. Definitely a breed of guard dog. If I transplant this brain into Rex, he'll be a bit more ferocious in his attacks. Have a seat. This will take a while.
Yeah, available protective perk, increasing his attack damage. Happy bag. Ah, that's good. How you feeling, boy? I have to for parts. You're looking better.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Dr. Henry, thank you for your assistance. You've been incredible to me.
Hello again, dear. Isn't that sweet of you to fret about me? Such a good girl. I can always help you stay hidden from the bad people, so you won't get in trouble. I don't mind fighting, especially to protect you, dearie, but I don't like guns. Give me a good chopper, and Leo and I will go right to work. Yaha!
So, we've helped Rex with his brain problems. Let's go back to Freeside. Help out a bit. And, well, not help out a bit, but, see if the king still wants us.
There you are. Had enough?
Look at this fucking sight.
Hey, you're the one who's...
A super mutant, a robot dog, and a guy cosplaying as Elvis fucking Presley with a 10mm submachine gun with kids chasing a fucking rat around. Yeah. What a fucking game.
It can be bought. It can be found at Mick and Ralph's. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to...
It's good to be home.
Why, Rexy, you look all better, boy. Good as new. Did my Rexy get a new brain?
Brain?
You're a man of your word, no doubt about it. Can't thank you enough. If you want, hold on to Rex for a little while longer. I'm sure he'd enjoy that. Was there anything else you wanted?
Rex, I think it's time for us to part ways. So, yeah.
What can the king do for you?
So he's probably upstairs in the king's room. Oh, there he is. Yeah, sometimes he'll wander around.
When you think the NCR can't possibly sink their claws deep, the town of Prim signs up to join the Republic.
So yeah. I don't really want to do things like that just yet. What to do? Because we are actually kind of running out of quests. Just trying to think of the order to do things in. Patrol Knight Lorenzo.
How may I serve you, mistress?
Oh. Of course, for that I need Eddie. And for that I have to go all the way back to Prim. Okay, Lily. Stick around. Let's go inside the Repcon quarters.
Welcome to Repcon headquarters, Rocketeer. Come all this way to see our little facility, have you? I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have, within specified parameters. And if you'd like, I can provide a tour of our museum.
No, sure.
I can answer whatever questions you'd like, provided your query is limited to Repcon history, research and development, or Robco. Repcon's illustrious history began way back in 2054, shortly after the famous Delta-11 rocket was completed and launched. Repcon's initial focus was on the development of fuel to be used in orbital propulsion, in response to the energy crisis of 2052. Sad times indeed. The company really took off when Robco purchased Repcon in late 2076 to develop unmanned rockets to explore the solar system. Very well. Feel free to ask me more about Repcon at any time. Don't be shy. The tour showcases Repcon's amazing scientific contributions, and the promise of many more, coupled with its parent company, Robco. Excellent, excellent. Please be patient. The tour will begin in just a moment. Ready for the Repcon tour, Rocketeers? Courtesy of the fine folks at Robco, I'll be your guide today on the path of scientific Hello. Please remember visiting hours are from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Please show your badge or make your way out of the building. Discovery!
Okay, so we have to show our badge. Otherwise we're not allowed in. Add facial data. Okay, so we're now allowed into the first floor of the building outside of usual hours. Into office correspondence to all Repcon employers. Hello again, everyone. Those of you in the main building may be curious about the men doing all the work in our offices and hallways, and installing some enhanced security measures. These measures are in place for your safety as well as the safety of the privacy of your Repcon family. Along with the hardware and software security changes, each of you will also receive a personal packet with identification badge. It's very important that you wear your badge at all times. Again, this is for everyone's protection. Oh, and feel free to take a long weekend as soon as you've received your personnel packet. Have a great day, holiday. P.S. Nice. From Carl Rook, Vice President. Hello everyone, my name is Carl Rook, and I'm sure you can tell. I'm your new Vice President. Until recently, I was at Robco, working in the security division, but now that your family and my family are one big family, we thought it would be nice if they sent an older sibling over. Now I'm going to do as much as I can to not interfere with your daily operations here. My principal concern is going to be security. I hear that you've all been adapting fairly well to some new kind of security procedures. Well, we've got some new kids to join our little family here. You'll soon see friendly androids patrolling around the main building. As long as everyone remembers to wear their badges at all times and make sure they are properly registered with security, these friendly androids will stay out of your way. As long as you all keep on as you have been, everything will be just fine. Thanks for the time. P.S. Please remember that the third floor access is for executives only. If you need assistance from me or Pierce, feel free to give us a buzz on the phone, or we'll send you down the daily password. Thanks. Okay. So yes, we need the employee identification. Might be an idea to wear a stealth boy while navigating. This place. Open hidden door. It could be jammed shut with the proper skills. Okay. A very hard door. Oh. Q3 matter modulator. Am I taking buff out? I am not taking buff out. So let's have a look what this modulator weapon does. Bonus critical damage and chance. Oh my. Very strange choice of music for the indoor buildings. Music from Fallout 3, I think. But hey ho. Okay, so we'll have to forget the tour for the time being. Maybe do it later. Right now, I want inside this lock. Today. That's a mobile facial recognition scanner. Q35 release notes. Quantum plasma modulation matter injection rifle. Version 32. Status failure. While V32 didn't have the power yield of the V31 or V30, we managed to increase the stabilization threshold by approximately 27.35%. This is promising, however we still have yet to come up with the solution for the matter inversion issues. Version 33. Status failure. Notes. Lab destroyed. Data lost. Version 34. Failure. Notes. Interesting. I'm not sure where they got this data from. It is a completely different direction from what we've been working on. We managed to cycle the matter inversion using a polarized quantum spin. I think that we solved the issue with the compensation field. I have high hopes for the next weapon. Version 35. Success. The data we received from Zoran did the trick. We managed to get the Sable build model. I don't think this weapon is ready for mass production yet, but I think we should show it should show that we have a working prototype. We should all be able to get these issues resolved in a later build. As you requested, here are the improvements when compared to a standard plasma rifle. Prototype material is not suitable for the extended field use. On average, the Q35 has a higher refire rates, but the time between shots is more inconsistent. Increase in active bolt charge time, accurate to longer ranges. Plasma charge has 30% decrease in energy. Correspondence: Julia Master, CFO, Leonard Steeple, Vice President. Julia, I'm sure you have heard by now about Robco's intentions to buy out our company. In the past, you and I have been of a like mind when it comes to the moral and financial future of this company. When Poseidon showed interest those years ago, you helped me rally the board in order to keep Repcon autonomous. I'd like to help again with Robco. I'd like your help again with Robco. Pierce claims that Robco is buying shares in the company to force a hostile takeover if we don't sell willingly. I don't believe that they will be able to pull together enough shares without some approval from the board. I think that you and I will be able to sway enough votes to keep the company safe. I hope they will stand with me for this. To Leonard Steeple, Vice President, and Julia Masters, CFO. I'd like to stand with you, Leo. Give me a few days to try and gather some support from my allies on the board. I've run the numbers, and I'm pretty sure you were right. We can fight this. Piers Isley, General Manager, from Julia Masters, CFO. You were right. Leo sent me a message last night. I made the call to the board. I think with the numbers we are looking at from pocketing from the Robco deal, we'll have no trouble getting the board to vote no confidence on him. Okay. I managed to get the password to Isaac's computer. Although... Oh, okay. So apparently... I managed to get the password to Isaac's computer. I'll forward it to you with the release notes to the Q-35. The prototype is going to be on its way to the Department of Defense. You should be able to intercept it on the road. So, there may well be a load of these things out in the world.
Unauthorized facial
Intelligence 7. 4F 76, 65, 72, 72, 69, 64, 65, 20, 33, 32.
Override accepted.
And that's, ladies and gentlemen, is why we need intelligence stat. Yeah, things like that, computer expert, all the rest of it, tend to be quite useful. For those very reasons. There's a few encounters like that in Fallout. Oh shit, what was I doing? So. Because it's a very hard terminal. Hasn't got any easier. Like the Daddy's Girl perk was supposed to make it. I thought it was going to trivialize them. Evidently not. That's better. Correspondence. Leonard Steeple from Piers Island. Leo! It is good to have you back in the office. I hope Lisa is feeling better as well. There was a nasty bug going around. Hopefully the kids didn't catch it. Either way, it's good to have you back on the office. While you're out of the office, I met with some executives at Robco. They are very interested in the potential that our organization has been showing, and are making an excellent offer to buy out. I'll have one of my assistants run over with the draft you gave me. Take a look at it. Let me know what you think. I have no interest in selling my portion of the company to Robco. We went over this with Poseidon. These companies deal in defense contracts. That isn't what we are about, and isn't something I'm willing to support. I'm sending back the package. I'm sure that you have a fairly solid idea where I think that you can put it. You truly. Yes, Leo. I've heard more from my contacts over at Robco, and it sounds like they've already started buying us some of our public shares. With just a little bit of support from our stockholders and board members, it is not inconceivable that this amicable relationship could turn very hostile. It's in everyone's best interest that if we take this deal while it is still sweet, I don't think it will stay this way for long. To Johnbonne, Senior Staff Engineer from Calrock. Swan, one of my contacts at Poseidon Energy found the specs of the cancelled SMLE plasma rifle. I'll send them over for your team. From what I can tell, they've managed to resolve the matter conversion issue you've been having with the Heisenberg compensation field. Combined with the data from the sabotage launch, I think you should have everything you need to complete the Q-35. Colonel Moretti is expecting results with this project. I don't need to tell you what a favorable evaluation from his desk will do for all of our stock portfolios. Disable robots. There, that's going to make it a little easier to navigate this place. Elevator's bossed. Okay. Pierce from Calrock. Howdy, Pierce! Now that things have been set in motion, I'm gonna be your liaison and point of contact with Robco. I'll be handling anything that arises during your transition to the Robco family. My first priority is gonna be tightening up your security. As you well know, Robco handles many classified projects. Because of this, Repcon will need a large increase of security. I'll be sending over the engineers and security personnel discreetly install some enhanced security procedures. Most of it will be pretty innocuous. However, all employees will be required to wear the security badges at all times. Please have your people start wearing the badges in the events of our partnership becoming official. I think it will make the transition easier. None of the security measures will be activated until I arrive on site. Hopefully by then, everyone will be comfortable with the new rules. Thanks for your time, Calrock. Steve Reynolds. From Piers. Isley. Steve, can you all send me the email out to your engineers, reminding them of our security policies? I'll be sending a message next week to increase security procedures. Thanks, Piers. So, Repcon has been once again has been bought up by Robco. Brother Steel Paladin. A mission holotape.
Hi there. My name is April Mortimer. I monitored a communication earlier between you and someone with the Brotherhood of Steel. I'm with the followers of the Apocalypse. We're much more liberal about the sharing of technology than those Brotherhood people. Bring your robot to us. We'll see that whatever information it may have on it is used for the greater good.
So this knight here was the one that spoke to Eddie and told us to come here. Unfortunately, it looks like they met their end at the hands of these things. Hello! Here's Eiley's briefcase. 200 pre-war money and a third floor security card. Seems as though the security didn't go quite as planned. Yeah, so Robco has bought Poseidon and Repcon, two major companies. I mean, like Robco's like the technology place, built by Robert House, who we're going to get very familiar with later on. Just testing it out. Let's listen to the mission log as well. Oh, never mind, we'll just read it. Mission code XV56. Temporary password, lives to fight another day. Summary. Paladins, Matthias and Lander, you are to survey the ruins at coordinate 0.004, 9.265. Search for the components we need, and retrieve as many as you can. As a secondary objective, compile a list of additional items at the site for future retrieval. McNamara. Or McNamara. How would I pronounce it? That's either Elder McNamara or it's High Paladin, I'm not entirely sure. So yeah. In fact, we might help the Brotherhood steal the next part, but it does involve getting another companion, doing other stuff, and it's not a big deal. Ooh, a very hard terminal. But I would like to be able to get the XP just for cracking another one. I just do more attempts. Don't think I'm gonna get any more, am I? No, fuck it. We'll do that. Plasma weapons. Yeah, so it looks like the Fiends were looking for an easy target. Now I gotta find what it was I picked up so I can drop it again. Don't really need that. I know it's a pool cue I picked up. No, it wasn't a pool cue. No, never mind. What have I picked up that's weighs 10 pounds? Plasma pistol I don't need. Start again. What have I picked up? There's got to be some armor. Rate of pain spike. There we go. I think I've even killed the Tor robot. Oh yeah. I think we actually need something from here. Plasma what? Hold up, Rocketeers! What's this? This trio of cylinders isn't a trio of cylinders at all. They're containing what some scientists called plasma. Can you say plasma? Repcon's always looking to the future. In our future, we don't have to worry about radiation, health risks, or lawsuits when it comes to this new and improved fuel source to blast our rockets into and out of the sky. Clarification. Cylinders and plasma are actually factually correct designations to display items, both by definition and the scientific community. Boring old rod, or... What's this? A dull old rod? Not so, Rocketeers! This dull rod once powered Repcon's old nuclear-propelled rockets and still contains harmless traces of radioactive material. As an exercise, stare closely at the rod and try to spot the telltale glow. Well, this is let alone standard in this case, it's not specifically because of this display. Do not touch, look, or stand too close to the exhibit to keep your legs moving and the rest of your team. Radioactive waste? We've all heard stories that radiation is highly dangerous. Fact or fiction? A common sight in factories, military installations, and the basement of select government-funded middle schools, these safety barrels are just what the name implies, safe. While their attractive colouring can be interpreted as a warning, for REPCON it's an invitation to a future filled with nuclear power. Rhetorical questions and nomenclature exhibited items cannot be used as the basis of criminal prosecution. Nuclear family! Why, look here! A pile of itty-bitty safety barrels, all nestled together like a family sitting down to dinner. Now, while it's claimed that even the safest nuclear waste disposal procedures seep poison into the environment that never ever goes away, in REPCON's safe case, we're all set. We say it all depends on where you put them, and Nevada's just the place. Nomenclature for Yes, we've got a rocket. Rockets away. Just like the rocket you see here, we're aiming for the sky, but we've got a ceiling in the way. See, Rocketeers, while REPCON was focused on the non-radioactive propulsion engines, we still need to sneak back and use some of our old proven techniques with nuclear-driven engines to make space travel a reality. Partnered with our new buddy Robco, we've dug up older, cheaper technology for upcoming orbital projects. No worries, even if you can't always see what we're up to there, we can see you. Any implication of radioactive materials as negative is intentional and that reflects Robco and its subsidiary REPCON. Oh yeah. Check everything's good there, okay. Oh, just do you want to check Discord? Doesn't look like there's a game on. Thank God for that. Yeah, DM's still playing Hearts of Iron 4. Ready, set, launch. Force your parents a short drive south and you'll see the retractable dome of REPCON's launch facility. Not actual size. You may have heard wild stories about rocket flights and their impact on nearby towns and communities, but REPCON feels you can't put a price on space exploration. After all, Rocketeers, you do want to go into space someday, don't you? Statements figurative and admissible as evidence according to law. Green Bean. Officially called the Z43-521P by silly engineers, we prefer to call this little scrapper by its true nickname, the Green Bean. After all, which would you prefer in your back garden? A smouldering S74, a Z43, a 521P, or a Green Bean? One sounds like it belongs if mentioned on the news, and big news it did. Featuring REPCON's plasma engine, it was so newsworthy that we decided to take the quantum matter modulation unit out and see if we could use it for non-explosive uses. Rocket in no choice after results of first trial landing. Big fat fiery Fred. Oh. V-29-321G may look like a big fat rocket, Rocketeers, but old Fatty here ran circles around the Earth not so long ago. So let's see you keep up. Sure, V-29-321G's re-entry gave it its more commonly known nickname, Big Fat Fiery Fred, but here at REPCON we chose to focus on the successes and apply what we learned about explosive-resistant shielding for future models and even our landing platforms. The newly reconstructed REPCON launch facility was a direct beneficiary of this discovery. Needle nose. This sleek and purple R77-293A needle nose is what happens when you mix fossil and plasma in a rocket and shake it up. The fossil fuse punch this sharp-nosed terror through the sky, and the plasma is used to shoot it through space to planets where REPCON can mine fossil fuels, continuing the whole cycle again. Your plan for mining resource resides still in negotiation. There's quite a bit going on here. Look at this thing. Okay, this is like a century. Watch your step! Whoa! Watch your step! You don't want to be facing this fearsome fellow if you accidentally stumble into a restricted area, whether sporting the latest in dual miniguns, rockets, or laser cannons. The Sentry Bot not only takes its job seriously, it also takes no prisoners. It's proof of Robco's commitment to defense that these deadly guards are concealed in chambers throughout this facility. So let this be a warning. Watch where you step, or out'll come Robco, guns blazing. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. And looky here, one of the early iBots. The I in iBot. Robco's always had an eye for robotics, and this little fellow is no different. This robotic marvel can not only recognize your face and voice with advanced facial and auditory recognition technology, it can also broadcast video and audio as well. Think of it, all the sights and sounds of your radio and TV in your living room at home blasted directly at you on the street, subway, bathroom, or wherever you may be. Never fear, you'll never miss a news bulletin or presidential address again, no matter where you are. These will be brought to you by your friends from Repco. The hand in handy. You can never have too many hands. 3, why not 4? That was Robco's inspiration behind the popular, cost-effective Mr. Handy model, the first in the line shown here. Always a helper around the household, whether with Mom in the kitchen using its titanium circular power saw, or in the garage with Dad using its armor-piercing laser array, Mr. Handy is not just helpful, he's your friend too. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. The fuck is this? It's got wheels! Oh yeah, so it does. Some folks have asked, why not a Protectron with wheels? Robco wasn't afraid to answer that question. The Protectobot was the answer. While safety standards prevented this freewheeling dynamo from entering mass-market production, despite Robco's best intentions and teams of lawyers, we take consolation in letting you see this extremely well-funded experiment as it was intended. A robot moving so fast it looks like it's standing still. Exhibit brought to you by your friends at Robco. This message is for Jim Booney.
Yes? Did you have a question?
I don't mind the other key. The planetarium. Well, but too late now. Our rich, rich solar system. Must be beautiful to go into a place like this. In the Wasteland. A model of our solar system. Not actual size. Beautiful, isn't it? Robco, with his subsidiary Robcon, has often gazed at the night sky, seeing the rich pageant of stars and planets above us. Our goal? To send unmanned rockets to these other systems, seeing their beauty firsthand while mining ever deeper into each planet's surface for precious resources needed here at home. This is our promise to mankind, extending our reach into the future, where Robco, with a number of Robco and Repcon rockets, match the stars in the sky. This exhibit was brought to you by your friends at Robco. Yeah, so Repcon... so the fuel crisis was so great here on Earth in the Fallout universe that they were even thinking of, like, they had to go to the stars to get what they needed. Gentlemen, security keycard. Oh bugger, I could have done with that. Why didn't I do the door first? Never mind. Ho ho ho. So yeah. Yeah. So yes, you get to see a bit there of a satire of this world. I might have to take another quick break again. I think actually what we'll do is I'll stop recording, I'll upload, and then we'll do another part. And I think what we'll do is we'll actually talk to the Brother of Steel. Well, we'll talk to the Brother Followers of the Apocalypse first. And the Brother of Steel. Souvenirs, hey! Now with less radiation, it seems. Great, so I think that's this place pretty much cleared out. So, just make sure they're truly dealt with. Right, let's go see the Floors of the Apocalypse. Because we can either see this night, or we can see the Floors of the Apocalypse. Yeah, so there are a number of ways to actually get into, like, the ranks of the Brothers of Steel, but None that I'm particularly bothered about right now. Right, I'm really sorry, I've got to go. Need a wee-wee. Right. Just a bit. Now you're up Shit's Creek with a turd for a paddle. And I can't cope, so piss up a rope. Sorry about that. I did not want to start that song all over again when it was stuck in my head. I've got it stuck in my head. It's not good. Yeah, that's another country classic by Ween. Piss up a rope. Yes.
Howdy.
I don't know which way to go. Is it this way? Oh, now they show up on the map. I think that's April there, who I need to speak to.
Thank you for coming. Let's talk about that robot.
You knew it was me?
There are plenty of people here to talk to you about us and our mission. Let's get to brass tacks and talk about that robot.
I like you, but at the same time, I don't. Why do you want the Brotherhood to have it?
The Brotherhood is all about keeping technology to themselves and using what they find to protect themselves. They are isolationist and belligerent.
I think we have to
I
do
have
them
no
next.
doubt that they plan to use the data for weapons research.
Okay. What do you like it for?
I've heard through our channels that it has some research that may be related to Enclave and Poseidon energy technology. I'd like to get what I can from it and use that data for the good of humanity. All of humanity, unlike the Brotherhood. First, I'm going to pull off whatever log data I can. Then I'll use some of the tech around here to upgrade its weapons systems. Shouldn't be more than a few days' work. Thank you. I'll get it back to you as soon as I can with the upgraded weapon systems.
Okay. So I'll wait a few days, yeah? So we ain't got anything else better to do. We could talk to the brother to steal. Not really much point there.
Hey.
2 days have passed. Let's see how this goes. My buff out. Fuck me again. Oh, Jesus wept. Oh my god, it's so fucking slow. I need a doctor to sort out my addiction again. Can you help me, please? I'm fucking slow as shit. Lily, what are you doing over there?
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
I can't ever thank you enough for saving me and mine. We're free now.
You doctors are shit. I best have some buff out to help me out. Right. Need to see someone about my addiction. Hopefully Dr. Farkas can help out.
I'm so much happier now. Thank you again.
Yeah, it's no problem. Glad to see you, Jerry. Oh, sure, Julia likes your hair. Julie Farkas.
Great to see you again.
Get wrong. No, eyes cracks. Nope, okay, great.
Anything else?
Give us some right away.
How much do you... Thanks.
Nice, I'm now idolized by the followers of the apocalypse. Okay, just for donating stuff. Yeah, as I was saying before, I love the faction system. I think it's the most elegant way of doing things. Like, instead of morality systems, have faction systems. It makes things so much easier, and it makes things so much cooler. Hey, Arcade, what the fuck are you doing in that? Should be in your better gear. So, let's see if the other person's here now. They've took off with Eddie, I'm not going to be best pleased.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Our guys put the monorail back to work. You mean I put the monorail back to work?
Medicine's running low again.
I know, I bought all the stuff. You know, I love hearing stories about people like, whenever people fuck over, like, diabetics with, like, insulin medication price hikes, and then there's, like, other people who just, like, fucking Robin Hood it, they just, like, buy it all up again and, like, and then, like, sell it for a pittance, because it should be a fucking pittance. You know, I love hearing. I don't like the side of it. Like, it's very orphan crushing machine, isn't it? Where it's like you say, "Oh yeah, it's a good thing that this person did this thing." Yeah, but it shouldn't have to be a good thing in the first place. Orphan crushing machine, if you don't know, is a term for when a symptom is treated. A symptom of a bad system is treated, but not the disease. It's like someone pressed the button to stop the orphan crushing machine from crushing orphans. That's a good thing, but why is there an orphan crushing machine in the first place, you know? Yeah, it's basically about trying to alert you to, you know, social injustices. Like what the term woke used to mean. It used to mean waking up to, you know, things like police brutality and all the rest of it. And now it just means women and minorities in video games and movies are political.
Medicine's running low again.
Where the fuck is Eddie gone? Eddie's returned to Prim right this second. Great, okay. I like how that body's still there. Enhanced Census perk and... Okay, so he's back with me now. And it seems that he's been improved. Woohoo. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Let's end this part, because, you know what, I think we're actually going to do some things.
Hey there.
Hello again, dear.
Yeah. Lily, I need you to go. Arcade Gannon, I want you with me, because I think... Let's make some progress. My darling Darius asked me earlier, like, you know, how many more parts of the video are there going to be? You know, about 2, 3? Not quite, sweetheart. Not quite. You know, there is a bit more to this game than that. We've got 3 DLC packs to do, which will probably take about 2 videos each. Okay, maybe the first and the second one might take... No, first and third one? No, there's 4, isn't there? First and fourth might take... No. You know what? Let's just say they're going to take 2 videos each minute, okay? So they're going to take 2 videos each. I've still... Like, we're now going to enter the second act of the game. We've pretty much done all the side quests that we can do at this very moment in time. There is a lot more to this game, and we're going to need some help for it. And I want my companions to progress a bit more, and I don't think they can until we actually go into the second part of the game. I've tried to optimize this play as best I can. It hasn't quite worked out as much as I'd like it to. Arcade, you're gonna have to take that shit off.
Sure, just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
So I'm taking the buff out. I'm gonna need to give you some gear. I'm really sorry.
Sure, just don't treat me like...
If Eddie. Eddie, you can carry some things for me. How he's gonna carry it, I have no idea. I need a house. I need a house for all this stuff. I think we are going to get a house very soon with any luck. That'll do. Just need the weapons for the time being. Because I think we're going to walk into the House of House. Yeah. So we've got a lot more stuff to do. So the DLC videos alone are going to be like... That's probably going to be 8 videos total. Then we've got to do the rest of the game. The final battle. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a lot to do. Yeah. I mean, like, you think, like, little quests just take, like, one video at a time. Oh, my word. Now it really gets into it. Now it's no holds barred. We have to get everyone on our side. We have to really think about what we're going to do to try and make the world a better place. You'll notice as well this weapon looks a bit darker, and the green energy stuff as well is darker because it's a different type. Yep, these casinos will soon belong to me. Next part, we're going to the Lucky 38. So I'm going to upload this, and then we're going to go on with that. So thank you very much for watching. Take care. Ta-ta for now.